Hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. We're going to play Animal Crossing. And unfortunately, I have plans. Oh, that's my... Oh, sorry. I just scared all of you. That's my... Kayla, if you didn't get up yet, you better get up because you're supposed to stream right now. Alarm. Forgot to turn it off. My bad. That's the emergency alarm. We're fine. We've been up for a couple hours. Anyway, I've got plans. And my plans involve restarting my island again. I know. I'll explain. Welcome back, by the way. I don't know. I need to talk it out. I'm gonna talk it out to you all so I need to express my feelings. That's what I need to do. This is Bridgeport, my main switch, and I hate it. I need to fix it. Oh, sorry, not restart. More like flatten. Sorry. Oh my god, I can't restart this one. This is where Pietro is. Oh, I should turn off the death count. Sorry about that. I have not died 116 times in Animal Crossing. I have not died 116 times in Animal Crossing. That was in Minecraft yesterday. My bad. My bad. Anyway. We're gonna do some decorating. Here's my thought process, though. I'll probably have to explain it a few times. So, for one, I literally hate this whole area. This whole section that I don't know what to do with, I hate it. I don't know. In fact, the only thing I like is my entrance. Yeah, Ocean, originally I was thinking about doing a baking stream this morning, but then I started my period and I feel too sick to stand, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not doing very well. I didn't sleep very well last night. We're having a rough day. So unfortunately, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Anyway, the only thing that I like on this island is my entrance, I think. And pretty much nothing is done except maybe the shop area. And oh, you know what else I really like is the farmer's market. I'll show you the farmer's market. I really did like the farmer's market. But I guess we can sort of do that in another way. I hate this part. I love this. I think this is so cute and we could probably keep this. This is adorable. I'm into it. This part is fine. And I love this. I love this. I love it. I even kind of like this. But so much of it I just don't like. So I feel like I need to do a lot of work on my island to make myself happy again. And part of me is what if I just redid everything and made it more of a city sort of space? Because one, I love that part of my other island so much. But I don't know, the whole thing isn't like that. And also, this island is literally called Bridgeport, named after the original island or the original city world from The Sims 3. So, I don't know, I just feel like it could be kind of fun if we did it a more city, but I don't really know what I want to do. So I felt like it would be useful to me to come on and talk it out with you all. I feel like talking it out with you is gonna help me. So, does it still say crowd control on my stream? I literally turned it off. I don't think it does. I can just see it on my... No, okay. I can see it in my, stream preview, but I don't think it's on the main one. Okay. I was we're not doing crowd control today. There's no such crowd control Animal Crossing. So, anyway, that's the plan. We need to talk it out. Anonymous with a $5 to St. Jude, by the way. Thank you so much. Oh, and speaking of Mother's Day, my mom's not here. She's probably on a run or something. But I'm very excited because I get to post... Oh my god, look. I get to post... So, for the calendar that we did, the merch calendar that we did a little photo shoot for every month of the year, obviously, for the calendar, using my family's pets, the cats, the dogs, the lizard. And obviously in May, it was me, my mom, and the lizard. And I'm gonna post the pictures of me, my mom, and the lizard on Instagram. So Yeah, it's Mother's Day here. Mother's Day in the UK is different. And maybe in a couple other countries. Father's Day is the same, but Mother's Day is different. But it's Mother's Day here today. So. Happy Mother's Day. Love Snappy with the $5. Anonymous with the $50 to St. Jude. Thank you so much. Anyway, I'm not sure about my island. That's the update for you all. I like how the houses kind of turned out, I think. I sort of like this. I do like this part. I think that's kind of cool. But I want to decorate, I don't know, I go back and forth so much with like what I want it to be like. So maybe today we could spend some time destroying the things that I hate, and then I'll feel more inspired to continue, you know? Maybe that's the plan. Maybe that's what I need to do. Oh, Father's Day's in September in Australia? Interesting. I don't think I knew that. Well, you learn something new every day. I'm familiar with the UK. And that's the extent of my knowledge. Tangy's not on this one, Haley. Tangy's on my other Switch. You might be thinking of my, like, Florida-themed island. Tangy's on that one. This is, like, my main Switch, the one that I've had since the game first came out. So, Tangy's not on this one. Unfortunately. Okay. Anyway, I'm putting this away. Put something away. I want to stick... You know what? My tractors and my simple wall shelf, put it away. My eggs, my stools, put it away. Honestly, even these, put them away. I could probably put away a lot of these things so I can do some destruction, in fact. Okay. Let's go, gamers. You got an OLED Switch? You went from a light to an OLED? Oh my gosh. Yeah, the light versus the OLED is such a huge difference. Like, the improvements in the screen size and everything, that is a big difference. That's so fun. That's kind of the only reason that I'd probably recommend upgrading to an OLED Switch is if you have a Switch Lite and you want to buy a new Switch, like a regular Switch. I don't think that it's worth, like, going from a regular Switch to the OLED necessarily unless you play handheld a lot. But if you are going from a Lite and you want to buy a new Switch, the OLED is a huge improvement. CJ, thank you for the $20 to St. Jude, by the way. Thank you so much. Okay, I don't think I have this yet, and I might need this if I'm going to do a little city island. So maybe I should buy it. Maybe I should buy it. Okay. Okay. Do you know what's funny? Speaking of that person who made the joke about, like, Happy Mother's Day from Snap, I don't really think of myself, you know how a lot of people that have pets think of themselves as, like, cat moms? I don't really feel that way about Snap. I think because I've had her since I was 9, like, because she's, like, a family cat, I sort of think of my mom as being Snap's mom, and me as, like, her sister. You know, like, that's kind of the mindset that I have towards my cat because she's been, like, my childhood cat, you know? So I don't really feel, like, parental energy towards her. Which I feel like is kind of weird, but because I think that if I got another pet now, I would feel that way about them. But just because I've had Snap for so long, I don't really feel that way about her. You know, she's like, this is my friend, this is my sibling. Oh, Samantha, thank you for that $50 donation to St. Jude, by the way. And Cora with the $20 to St. Jude. And Chelsea with the $150 to St. Jude. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, this floor is so cute. I'm gonna buy that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do I need anything else from in here? I do kind of like that one. I should just buy a lot of things that I don't have yet, you know? You know, David with the $40 to St. Jude. Oh my goodness, we're almost at 101,000. Mod wall. I don't know if I have that one yet. Maybe I'll buy it too. Maybe I'll buy it too. Oh my goodness, Ocean. Do you know what? I've got one. I've got a recent one. Let me pull up the screenshot that Miv sent me. Miv saw this thing on Twitter and was like so excited when she discovered that it was in Orlando. And I realized, this is so fun. You're going to love this. Okay, so there's this bakery in Orlando called Light on the Sugar. There's a couple of them. I drive past one of them all the time. I've never been into it. I see it all the time. I've just never been inside. Look at what they have! Oh my god! Anyway, so if I could offer one recommendation, I can't vouch for how these taste. Obviously, I've never been. But I learned about this literally yesterday. So, if you're coming to Orlando and you happen to be around, I don't know, I think this is kind of outside of like the Disney area. It's kind of far away. It's more so like where I live. But if you happen to be in the area, there's two, so you might be. Light on the Sugar. By the way, thank you so much, Kelsey and Anonymous, for those donations to St. Jude. $101,000, by the way. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay, no, they're not vegan, Cora. They're not vegan. But they're cute. So, and obviously I assume that not the majority of you aren't vegan, so... That's a fun place. There is also, again, kind of outside of the Disney bubble, so I don't really know where you're going to be, because Disney's kind of far away from, like, Orlando, you know, like downtown and stuff, but, if, not far away, but, you know, like need a car kind of situation. But my favorite restaurant in Orlando is a vegan place, kind of near downtown. It's called Dharma Southern Kitchen. It's really good. Everyone that I've taken to it is obsessed. So, that is also a recommendation. But those are my tips to you. One's real, one's just based on Animal Crossing. So, do I need any of these things? Anything that I don't have? I think I have all those already. Yeah, Ghost Files, we're gonna do a baking stream soon. I simply have to be done with my period first. I get really sick on my period. I was gonna do one today. Full transparency, I don't feel like I can stand for that long today. So, I don't think I can pull that off. I was planning on it originally, up until about 3 days ago when I said, ooh, not today. Never mind. Okay, we're gonna go dig some stuff up. We gotta go start clearing up a little bit, because we've decided we want to change everything, so... Maybe not everything, but at least a lot of this needs to be changed, I think, so. Edgar Hanny, Anonymous with the $40 to St. Jude. Thank you so much. From the dogs that woke me up at 4 a.m. to go outside and bark at leaves. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. Leaves are really important, though. So, I can't say I blame them. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, and sometimes you gotta bark at leaves, you know? It's quite exciting. You know, speaking of pets being funny about things, did you see, I posted on my Instagram story the other day, but my cat kind of goes through phases of being interested in the TV. She's not usually that interested in the TV, but sometimes she has her little moments. And this week, she's been staring. She's fascinated again. And we were watching, Dan Howell posted like an 1.5 hour long video this week. And we were watching it the other night, and my cat watched like the entire thing. She was sitting up on the TV stand, like staring at Dan Howell. I don't blame her. I'd stare too. But she was so excited. She was fascinated by it. I respect it. I mean, he's not posted in a while, so I don't blame her. I was excited about it as well. Snap is a Dan and Phil fan. And Base, thank you for the $150 donation to St. Jude in honor of your mom, by the way. Thank you so much. Hellcat with the $10 to St. Jude. I'm sorry about my shell. I'm so sorry. And Rhiannon with the $5 as well. I love you so much, Rhiannon. Thank you for sharing that with us. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, Dan Howell was born in the same hospital as you. I forgot about that. You told us that before. Slows with the $100. Do you know what? I don't mean to be dramatic, okay? But listen, my merch company, like IRL merch, is Dan and Phil's merch company. Like Phil Lester's brother, like runs the company. Like my merch company is Dan and Phil's merch company. Dan Howell's going on tour. He's coming to Orlando. Do you think they could get me tickets? I don't know Dan or Phil. I don't even know any of them. I just know the people that I work with. However, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm kind of excited about it. What's been my favorite day of streaming so far this month? Oh, that's a good question, Sadie. I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun with like all of them. Although I will say, I think that the baby thing that we did on Friday with the toddlers was very fun. And also maybe the stream with the unlucky sim who kept starting fires. Having a fire count on my screen was very exciting as well. So, I don't know, it's just all been fun. We've been having a really fun week, I think. We've done a lot of cool streams, so. Choose between a cat cafe or a flower shop, which would I pick? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe flower shop, honestly. That sounds kind of cool. Indigo, thank you for the $1. Belinda with the $20. Jace with the $5.69 to St. Jude. Jace, don't apologize for it not being more. That is a lot of money. Thank you so much for the $5 to St. Jude. Thank you so much. I'm serious though. I'm serious about that. We don't raise all this money with big donations. It's $1, $2, $3, $5.69, and it adds up really fast. So please don't apologize for like a small. It's not a small donation. Any amount of money to charity is a huge deal. I mean, sparing any amount of money to charity is a huge deal. I'm serious. Spook, thank you for the $50 to St. Jude too. Thank you so much. I can't donate money, so I'll donate my shell. There you go. You donate your own misery with my horrible diagonal shell is what you do. Do an all one color build on Twitch. Ooh, like a solid color challenge. We haven't done one of those in a while. That could be kind of fun. Maybe we should do that. Let me put it on my list and we'll see if I can't think of something one of these days. Maybe we'll do that. That'll be fun. Can we do purple? Maybe. Maybe. I like that. That could be fun. Oh my god, the flowers are endless. We are gonna do a donations control my build this month. Yeah, we are. I'm looking forward to it. Moose with the $50 donation. Thank you so much. They said in honor of Hillary, a mom whose son is being treated at St. Jude. Thank you for that donation. Thank you so much. And Lux with the $5 as well. Thank you. We could do red for St. Jude for the solid color build. I was just thinking that too. That could be kind of a fun idea as well. We could do like a little poll in the beginning of that stream to decide the color to do for it. I think that would be nice. I like the concept. I think that would be a good plan. Oops. Bury it again. Okay, besties, new problem. I forgot to bring a trash can with me. Oh no. Do you know what? I might spend some time today doing this. I have to clean my house a little bit today, but I might spend some time today working on this as well, just off stream. Roll, don't you dare. Don't you dare. No! Don't go! Rolled! How could you even suggest that? What is wrong with you? I can't even look at him. I can't even look at him. I'm offended. To be honest with you, I'm offended. Because you've not been on your island in months. Okay, shh. I've been busy. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, anyway, I might leave that in my inventory because I might need that to pick up some more tree branches. Okay, thank you for the $25 to St. Jude. Millie with the $3 to St. Jude. Gabby with the $100 to St. Jude. Thank you so much. I think I need the cute path borders. I've been thinking about that too. Do you know, I used to have the path borders and then I got rid of them and then I did this and now I don't like this and I need to put them back. Isn't that ridiculous? It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What I'm doing is ridiculous. Shelby, Emmy, Kate, thank you for the donations to St. Jude, by the way. All right, I'm just gonna kill all of these. I don't even care. Kill them all. We need to have some freedom on this island today is what we need. All right, dig it up. Kill it. Why am I streaming so early? Well, I'm going to see my mom tonight. We're gonna have dinner at my parents' house tonight, and so I can't stream at the regular time. And I stream in the morning on Wednesdays. So today is this is kind of like my other regular time. So that's why. You clean your house on Sundays? I literally always have. I mean, partially because I don't stream on Sundays. So it's like a day that I have to do stuff, you know, around the house. It's like my day off because mostly like, you know, Monday through Saturday, I usually record and stream. So I kind of am working, you know? But on Sundays I don't, so that's the day to clean the house. Ray, I'm not, okay, let me explain this. So the channel subs this month don't like go to St. Jude in the sense that I'm not like, telling you, hey, subscribe and I'll donate it to St. Jude. But I promise you, I am going to donate more money to St. Jude than we will earn in channel subs this month. If that makes sense. I don't really like the idea of like charity streams where you pay me. Like I'm not gonna even remotely try to encourage subs this month at all on purpose. Cause I don't really think that's like the vibe. But I promise I will donate more to St. Jude than we will raise this month. I promise. Then we will raise this month, then like the subs will earn this month. I won't donate more than we will raise the I can't really donate $100,000 to St. Jude. But I will donate to St. Jude. Yeah, I don't know about that, but well, why not? Make a shell in the shape of St. Jude's logo. Oh my goodness, could you imagine? Jade and Olivia, in honor of Bill Plowden, Shelby, Emmy, thank you for those donations to St. Jude as well. Yeah, just double it, you know, no worries. Yeah, I have literal stacks of money laying around, Alex. Yeah. Anyway, that like I just feel kind of weird about that because the thing about Tiltify that is good is that obviously on Tiltify all of the money, like I don't touch it, it goes straight like through Tiltify to St. Jude, whereas like the charity streams where people are encouraging subs and stuff, I just I don't know, it feels weird, and I would rather not touch it, you know. That's the idea. So anyway, Annika, Mac, thank you for those donations to St. Jude as well. No, Moosey, Twitch isn't matching it in this month. I asked them, because last year they had a program, where, in the last couple of years, they had a program where I could like reach out to them and be like, hey, I'm planning this thing. Could you match at some point? I reached out and they said they hadn't started it back up this year yet. So Twitch is not matching. I'm trying to kind of like mimic it a little bit. Like next Friday, to encourage donations, I was planning on like matching donations up to 13,000. Like, haha, it's Friday the 13th. I'll match up to $13,000. I'm kind of trying to like do it myself a little bit, but that's the plan. Yeah, they said the Twitch hasn't started up the matching yet, so that's a shame. That is a shame. But oh well, I did ask, so. Do you keep stacks of money in your Gucci bags? Yes. In my 30 Gucci bags, I keep stacks of cash. Okay. Oops, there's a weed right there. I think I want to keep those purple ones because I'm probably going to use those. It's just like when I have loads of white flowers laying around that I want to clear them out a little bit, you know? Some of the other areas that aren't empty we'll leave. Was it not 52? Thought I only had 15. You know, I totally remember what I told you about the Gucci bags that I definitely own. And my lie is definitely not falling apart right now. My lie is definitely not falling apart right now. Can we see them? Are they still at the cleaners? Oh, they're just they're done at the cleaners, but they're just like in storage right now. I totally have them, but they're definitely just like in storage, so. You think you can trust a person? Nicole, I mean, it might, listen. I believe that Julian, I assume you mean Julian Solomita, I believe that he might have a little bit more pull than me. So when I reached out and they were like, the program hasn't started yet, they were like, sorry, too bad, so sad. But when he reached out, they were probably like, oh yeah, absolutely. Outside of the program. Does that make sense? Gavin Eli, thank you so much for that donation in honor of Eli's dad. Thank you so much for that $250 donation. And Paulina with the $1 as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Why is Rick behind a plant today? I couldn't tell you. I put it back there because I thought it was kind of funny how he's a little bit creepy. The way he's hiding behind my plant. It kind of amused me. So that's why I put him there. But it is a little bit creepy, isn't it? Yeah, Rick was just feeling a bit shy today, is all. Yeah, he was just feeling a bit shy. Randomly generated prices for each room challenge. You know, we haven't done one of those in a while. That could be a fun one to do. Oh, Daisy May. Hello. How are you doing, my dear? I hope you are well. Ray, thank you for the $5 to St. Jude as well. Thank you so much. Thought I put him away. Oh no, he's back there. And his head is still cut off. Not creepy, just ominous. Yeah. I quite like it. Oh, here's something that's not creepy but ominous. Here's my not creepy but ominous graveyard for my villagers. So, oh, hello. I had you laughing so hard yesterday. Practical, I literally can't believe that I died 116 times in Minecraft yesterday. I don't remember what he said. Oh my god. Help! I need a suggestion! Help! Help! Bees? Maybe bees. And then I can put some bees in his yard. Yes. Sorry, that's dumb. It's fine. Okay, what I wanted to do was clear out this area. I was thinking about putting my rock garden here, but I'm changing my mind. I don't like this area. I'm not vibing with this area. I'm redoing it. Mina, thank you for the $10. Yeah, he's a bear. It works. Yeah, we reached 100,000 yesterday. We got to 100K for St. Jude yesterday. Very, very, very cool. Okay, let's dig these up a little bit. Yeah, Renee, that was the plan. I don't think we should do it during the streams, because we tried to do it last year, and it's hard because then, like, the number keeps changing. I guess we could maybe do it, like, in the middle of the month. The idea is to do a Sims build that's, like, valued at the exact amount of money we raise. But, like, if we do it during the month while this fundraising is still going on, the number's just gonna keep going up. by the way. But if we did it like at the end when it was over, then we'd have the exact total number. Or I guess we could always do it like, you know, say if we did it right now, we could have the budget be $102,053.49. Like we could always do that, but I don't know. I was planning to do something like that either at the, like around the end of the month or after the end of the month, but I haven't decided yet. So we could do the halfway point. Oh, well, I guess, yeah, that's interesting. What if we did it like next Monday? That might work. Okay. Thank you button.
Thank you.
We've got them both. Hey, Curly Fries, thank you for the $150 donation. Thank you so much. They said they have a student who is recently in remission. Thank you, Curly Fries, for that massive donation to St. Jude. And I am sending you and your students a lot of love. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Crowd control with Fall Guys. Yes, I learned that they had that yesterday. I totally didn't know that Fall Guys had crowd control. I mean, it's new, so I didn't know, but Fall Guys has crowd control. We're definitely playing Fall Guys at some point this month. I think like later in the month, because I'm gonna get my dad to play with us. That was one of our charity incentives. But Fall Guys has like crowd control, or I guess I should say crowd control has Fall Guys. I don't really know how it works. It looked like it was like, the reason that I was a little bit nervous about it is because it looked like it was gonna be trying to like move me around. Like a lot of the things were like, move to the left. So I don't really know how it works. It makes me a little bit nervous, but I think it would be cool. But yeah, I don't really know how it works. So do it with my dad just to wind him up. Yeah, maybe. I feel like we should at least let my dad play without it first, so we can have at least one chance to try it normally first, you know? There's also Stardew Valley crowd control as well, which is interesting. So, definitely we got some ideas. Okay, I think I might kill some of these paths a little bit here. I just want to open up this area a little. I'm kind of thinking, here's part of my concept. I'm kind of thinking that we could maybe put, when we redo the map, I might have to draw in Photoshop on the map so that I could figure this out. Then maybe that would be good. Because I think I might redo a lot of this area. I'm sorry. But I think I might redo a lot of this area. Oh, we should kill all those flowers too. The one thing that I don't really want to get rid of is my entrance, because I really do like the entrance. So we got to figure out a way to sort of maintain this, but also keep it looking cool. So let me get the map so I can draw on it and show you. But basically, thought process, let me screenshot this and I'll open it in Photoshop. Map. Okay, then we can draw. It'll be fun. But the entrance took me so long, like fully like 3 hours just to do the entrance. So we can't kill that. We simply cannot destroy that. Okay. Where did I just save that to? Okay, it's my desktop. Yes, Freckles is my favorite villager, Liv. I'm so glad that you pointed her out. Okay, so the idea, I'm gonna have to redo everything again. So I kind of am thinking, oh, unless I should do it opposite. Uh-oh. Because there's more space over here. Okay. Well, I was kind of thinking that we would put like some city streets over here, kind of like that we did on my other island, but maybe different because it's a different space. Because this island is literally called Bridgeport. That's the name of the city in The Sims 3. The city pack in The Sims 3 has a world called Bridgeport. So I feel like if we made this island like city themed, it would be totally like the vibes, you know? But we would have like the shops and the museum over here again, like we had before. Or at least the shops and we could kind of keep the shops and my little farmer's market. Like we could kind of have that be the thing. And then over here, because this area is like by that sort of more rural entrance, we could have like maybe some farms in this area. Because we're kind of like having like maybe the city sections over here, the more rural spaces over here. And then maybe you could go up to get to like a city section with the houses. And we could have like the campsite down here. Maybe my house could be up here. And I could probably keep my little sneaky red beach and graveyard. I don't know. That's kind of... I don't know. The only problem, like the biggest problem, in fact, the biggest issue that I have with this island is how close the resident services is to the front of the map. Like that's like my single most limiting factor that I've been experiencing this whole time. Like you can see it's literally right there. Like I tried to make this whole area to kind of like push you around to make it feel like the entrance is a little bit further away. But the proximity of the entrance to this is what really causes me a lot of problems. And I don't want to restart because I'm obsessed with this island. Like, I love these villagers. I love the progress. You know, I just, I don't know. No, Misfit, I don't want to ever restart this island, I don't think. This one, because it's like my first ever island, I feel really attached to it. This is the one that I've been playing since like the game first came out, you know? And also I have Pietro on here and I simply can't lose him. I can't lose Pietro. After everything we've been through, I cannot. I just cannot. But, I don't know. Julia with the $20, Queen with $100 to St. Jude, Alexis with the $20 in memory of your grandma and grandpa. Thank you so much. And Bug with the $20 too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, I guess we could redo the entrance, even though I said I didn't want to. No, there's not enough space. There's not enough space. I really don't know. All the mods changed their names? No, they didn't change their names. We got some new mods. We got some new mods, Best. I think that's what you mean. We have some new mods. That's what you might be kind of confused. Like, who's this person? What's this name? They're not the old mods. There's some. We have a few new mods that we added a few weeks ago. So you might recognize them from chat and stuff before, but like previously without a mod badge. Yeah, imagine if every mod changed the username on the same day. That would be a disaster. That would, like, freak everybody out so much. There's a few old ones. Jess is here, Tori's here. But there's also a few of the newbies are around this morning as well, so. Oh, that's true. Kath used to be called Hellcath and then changed names right around the same time as getting mods, so that doesn't help either. Christine's here. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, Christine. Happy Mother's Day. It's good to see you. Christine, I'm considering destroying everything. I don't know when you got here, but I'm considering destroying everything. So, hello. All right, let's kill all of this. Angled signpost I'd like to keep, probably. I want to keep the music player, wooden stool. I'll keep the succulent plant too. I'll probably keep that garden gnome. Okay. Okay. One of your students from 2 years ago texted you Happy Mother's Day? Oh, Jess, that's really sweet. That is really, really sweet. Okay, succulent plant, wooden stool, music player, garden gnome. Put all that away so we have some more space. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do you know what else? We saw, when we were doing our island tours, somebody did this really amazing thing that I'm totally gonna steal. They made, like, picture a whole line of these things right here. They had, like, a whole line of them and a path underneath, so you could, like, walk down, like, a tunnel of the flowers. I loved it. I loved it, and I want to do it here somewhere. Like, absolutely, I want to do it here somewhere. I thought that was so cute. So I think we're gonna try and do that somewhere as well, because that was just beautiful. I was like absolutely obsessed with the idea. So I think we should try and do something like that. Okay, other problem is how on earth we're gonna get this river situation to work. Oh, look, they're talking. You're friends. Okay, sorry. I do like my little entrance. I do like my little entrance. I don't know how to split it up. I'm stressing myself out so much. I could use the party string lights over the roads in my house. Oh my god, genius. There's these. Let me show you. Because I've got Freckles, you're in my way. I'm sorry. These are so cute. We could put a few of those around. That would be adorable. Yeah. Okay, today is mostly planning day, I think. We're doing a lot of planning today. A lot of planning and a lot of destruction is what needs to happen today. I think I don't want to use this over here. I am kind of feeling a little bit like maybe over here. Maybe over here should be my city streets instead. It's gonna require me to redo literally everything, which is probably a mistake. Ooh, we're back to 5 stars. And I'm about to destroy everything. I was 5 stars, then I destroyed everything, and now we're back and I'm destroying it again. Oh, good. Lovely. Oh, let me go look, Misfit. Let me go look. I'm gonna have to redo everything. We're gonna be in it for the next few weeks. Okay, see, here's the thing. I love this. But the problem is, my entrance, like this part, is like over here. It's horrible. It like really makes it difficult for me to try and figure out what I want to do in the front because it's like so close. So I really don't know what I really don't know what I want to do. I love the entrance, but I also want to make it more city vibes, so I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Anyway, it's fine. We'll figure it out. It's fine. Either way, even if I don't change the entrance, I need to do something over here because this whole area has nothing and I don't like it. So I need to figure out where I want to put my house in a better way because either way, I just don't like what it looks like. So, anyway. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Go away. That rabbit haunts you? Oh, who? Cole? If so, I apologize. Yeah, see, I thought about doing a plaza before, like when I first did it, Alice, but because it's like off-center and like 6 tiles away, there's not really a lot of space to do a plaza over here. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like right there. Like that gnome is where the resident services starts. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess we could have like the path just go straight up. But the other issue is that I want to put like some stuff surround. I just don't know. I just don't know. The entrance has caused me such pain for so long. Like, literally for years, this entrance has caused me pain. So, I really don't know what I want to do. Your airport is 1 tile away from being perfectly centered. Oh my god. I wish we could move resident services. I so desperately wish that we could move resident services. You know, it hurts. It really hurts. Boyfriend bought you a plant? Oh, nice. What kind of plant is it? I love plants. I have a significant number of plants. So. Underneath my only 2 windows downstairs, I've got like, you know these guys? But they're just like one of them. It's like 3 wide from IKEA, and I have 2, so there's 6. It's kind of like this width, but just 1 high, you know? I have that underneath my windows downstairs, and the entire top is just plants. So. I quite like it. Jeffrey's doing better, Jules. He's still ugly, though. I used to have a plant in my office called Jeffrey, but when I went to the UK to help Dan move last year, because he was in here and not with the rest of my plants downstairs, my father forgot about him, and he was not watered for 10 days. And when I returned, Jeffrey was not like this. In fact, he was like this. And over the past year, he's been in the hospital, which is, you know, the patio, trying to get more sun. And he's more like this now, but he's still ugly. So he does not vibe with being in the background of my streams. No offense, Jeffrey, but he's not doing so well. He's surviving. He's thriving, in fact, but he's still ugly. If he gets some more leaves, maybe. He just lost his beautiful, mature leaves, and he doesn't look very good. So. Oh, see, if I wait, let me go look at the other side. I'm just thinking to myself, right? If we had, like, I'm running through all my own flowers. I'm sorry, Kayla. I wonder if we could put, like, see, I love this part. This little farmer's market is, like, my favorite part of my whole island. I do love this little part. But then I want different types of streets, so I'm really unsure of what I want to do. I do love how this looks, though. I think this is so cute. So, what am I going to do? I want my city part to be over here, though, because it's wider. Is kind of my thought process. Because we could, I guess, potentially have the street just start, like, going left of resident services. We could have a big, wide city street just going this way, right? And then we could just have, like, a little sidewalk up from the entrance. You know? And that might be okay. It might be okay. But then, what would we do about the river? Unsure. This is the thing. This is the thing. I'm not certain what we would do about the river. What's the max width that a bridge can be? Five. Okay. Interesting. I think I might have to kill this bridge, but I don't want to do it yet. We could also make, like, a custom bridge if we wanted to. That's also possible. We could always do something like that. But I didn't like that last time when I tried to do it in my other one, so. Oh my god. Is this even fun to watch? Is it even fun to watch me just, like, talk through in my brain my confusion? I feel like we've all been here. We've all been here. We all have struggled with what to do with our islands, so. Okay. Ooh, I come get this. It's like a little podcast as I destroy my hard work. But you see, I haven't really been playing on this island. No, Camel Frog! I love you though, bestie. I love you, my king. Thank you so much. Honestly, Camel Frog may as well be the king of the island. I know Pietro is like the one that I spent months hunting for, but Camel Frog, iconic. Camel Frog, iconic. Come on, once you're over here, I'm gonna get you. Once you're over here, I'm gonna get you. Finally a non-chaotic stream. Yeah, I think we all needed this. After the past 2 days. After the past 2 days, I do feel like we needed this. All of us. Yeah. We could really use some peace and quiet at this point in our lives. Oops. Okay. I killed one. I'm killing this. I'm killing it. I want it to be different. You know what? I'm not happy with my island. So even though I think my only thing is that I worked hard on this, and I like the diagonal bridge, and I love the general vibes, but I don't like this little part of the path, and I don't really like the path. I just feel like I want it to be different. Oh my god. You just terrified me.
Sorry to interrupt, but you need to hear this cute sound that Snap was making in her sleep.
Oh, play it loud for them.
Wait.
You can hear me screaming, no camo frog.
Yeah, because you're too loud. You're not too loud.
Can they hear it?
I don't think there's much more. She just keeps making this. Oh.
Jeez. Scared me. She's so cute. I love my cat. How hot is Orlando in May? Oh, ocean, really hot. Perhaps too hot. Hey, Lizzie, Milo, thank you so much for those donations to St. Jude. They said, what do you call a guy with a rubber toe? Roberto. Get it? Okay, anyway, as I was saying, the only thing I liked was the concept. I didn't even like the execution that much. So, and now I did something kind of like this on my Florida-themed island, so maybe that fills the void in my heart that I needed it to. You know? I like it. Okay. Let's just kill it all. You had a snowstorm yesterday at Winter Sims. I'm so sorry. We had really bad thunderstorms. Not last night, but the night before. There was like tornado warnings and stuff everywhere. We've been having a rough week, but at least it wasn't snowing. I don't have that problem, luckily. Not around these parts. Going to Disney today? Oh, have the best time, Lil. That's so exciting. I'm excited for you. Okay, let's put my garden bench, my angled signpost, my pergola, my garden gnome, all away. Okay. I can't wait to play Animal Crossing all day. In my spare time, I really think I'm gonna end up playing Animal Crossing all day, even after stream. I'm back in it. I'm back in it today. You know, Zoe, I don't particularly enjoy the weather in Florida, nor do I particularly enjoy the government of Florida. In fact, there's not much that I enjoy about Florida, aside from the fact that I grew up here and my family lives here. That's the thing. People ask me all the time, like, would you ever move out of Florida? And, like, it's... moving states is, like, not easy, you know? And, like, Dan already moved countries. It'd be nice to have a support system, you know? Like, so I don't know. I might not love Florida, but it's my home, so... What are you gonna do? No, my parents would not move. My parents love the weather here. My parents, obviously are from Chicago, I was born there too. They moved here when I was like 5 because my mom got a new job here. Like her job opened up her like same position basically in Florida, and they were like, "I'll do it. I can do it." And so they like were very excited for the chance to move somewhere with better weather after living in Illinois their whole lives. My parents don't want to go away. They like it here. Milo, thank you for the donation. They put another joke. They said, "Why did the old man fall into the well? Because he couldn't see that well." Get it? Haha. But anyway. You're stubborn and you don't like change? Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's not easy to move out of your home, you know? So, sorry, Dan. Do you know what, truly? London, Central Florida. Not the same. Just not the same at all. Not even remotely. Oh, anyway. It's great fun. Anyway, someone else asked if I move out of the Orlando area. I like the Orlando area. I don't really vibe with other parts of Florida. I like it here. Not that everywhere else is bad. There's other good places in Florida too. There's other better like cities and stuff in Florida, but I like it here. I'm not trying to move to like what, Tampa? No offense. No offense, Tampa, but So, Rhea, people ask that a lot too, like, would I go to the UK? Why didn't we go to the UK? It's not that I don't want to go to the UK. Trust me, I probably would have rather gone to the UK than here. But at the time, like, when we were filing for the visa and stuff, like, one, Dan didn't make enough money to sponsor me for the equivalent visa in the UK. Like, we literally couldn't have filed for that same visa in the UK. But also, like, Dan was living at his parents' house. I was living alone. Like, I had all this furniture. I have a car. I have an old cat. You know, like, the logistics of me moving versus him moving, it just made more sense to come here. You know? Like, I couldn't put Snap through that. That flight is just not, it just can't happen. You know? Like, there's so many logistics involved with that decision that it's not just, like, one thing. There's a lot of things. It just wouldn't have made sense. It just wasn't gonna work. So, I'm gonna kill that bridge. I'm gonna regret this so much. Oh no. But, anyway. I'm gonna see if I've got anything in here too. Ooh, loads of things in here. That's good. Camo skirt! I can dress up for Camo Frog's birthday. Simple white flooring. Lovely. Yeah, that's the thing, Joni. Like, and also, so the UK doesn't have rabies, believe it or not. And so moving pets into the UK requires a lot. Like, they have to quarantine and stuff. It's like a whole thing. And I just... Yeah, exactly, Christine. It's so stressful. And did you fly with them or did you drive with them? Because... Snap doesn't have a lot of even like car experience. Like Snap's car experience is like driving to and from my parents' house when we moved and when there was a hurricane and like going to the vet, you know, like she doesn't get out much. And the thought of flying with her, also I was on a flight once from London to here with someone who had brought their cat. I actually overheard her talking to the flight attendant, about the cat. And she had been studying abroad in the UK and like living there for a few years. And she like rescued the cat while she was there. And now she had graduated, so she was moving back to home. And she was having to bring the cat with her, you know? And the cat literally screamed the entire time. Like, so security, I heard her come through security. She came to security on like the second floor and it's like open and I was on the first floor, like just sitting in a chair, and I could hear the cat screaming from the second floor in its carrier. And then she was on my flight The cat screamed the entire time. It was miserable, the poor kitty. I can't imagine putting Snap through that. I just don't think that, you know, it was like heartbreaking. It's not like a thing that I could do to her. So, yeah, it's very sad, very horrible. The cat made it though. It calmed down like more into the flight, but its time in the airport, it was extremely stressed. Especially like first coming into the airport, it was extremely stressed. So it did calm down more on the plane. But it's horrible. The flight to London from here, Zoe, is like 8.5, 9 hours. It's longer on the way back. But then you have to keep in mind, like, the stressful travel experience would be like, okay, we're driving 30 minutes to the airport. Then we're getting to the airport like 3 hours early because it's an international flight. Then we're sitting in the airport for a while. Then we're boarding the plane. Then we're on the plane. It finally takes off. Then it's 9 hours on the plane. Then it's like, well, also, you have to like because she has to quarantine and stuff. I can't just like bring her with me. And so it's just not doable. Yeah, and again, she's almost 14. Like, she turns 14 in a month. So, anyway. I don't even want to think about it. I could never put her through that. Also, the last time I drove with a cat, oh my god. When I had to take, my parents' cat to the vet, he, like, hurt his paw. His paw was bleeding and he was limping. So, my parents were at work and Shanna was home and she was like, oh my god, like, something's wrong with him. Help. And so I had to like rush over there and take him to the vet. Turns out he had pulled one of his little claws out. He like got caught on something and then pulled it out somehow. We don't know what happened to him, but he pulled his claw out. And so we took him to the vet. He was fine. We just didn't know what happened to him, obviously, and we were worried about him. And they gave him some pain meds. So that helped. And they like cleaned up the wound and stuff. But taking him to the vet, one, not knowing what was going on, like why was he bleeding? What happened? How bad is this injury? You know, it wasn't actually that much blood, but we were paranoid. But also Lemon being in the back seat screamed the entire time. He was miserable. He was horrified. Me and my sister, I was sitting in the front seat driving. She was sitting in the back with him, like holding his carrier to try and like calm him down. Me and Shanna were both crying. The cat is screaming. We're driving him to the vet, and then because COVID, you can't go in. They like come out and take him. So the vet came out and like took the cat carrier and went inside. And me and Shanna were just sitting in the parking lot, like distraught, crying, waiting for him to come out. And then he was fine. He was all good. But it was so stressful. And you feel so bad because like like I have to do this because I want to make sure you're okay. But also, the cat hates it so much, and you feel so guilty for putting them through it. It's just, so stressful. Anyway, I felt bad, but luckily he was okay. Hey, Katie, thank you for the $50 donation to St. Jude. Thank you so much. You were incredible. Thank you so much. Okay. And don't worry, by the way, the claw grows back. Like, his nail grows back. He's fine. Like, it's not like he was, like, permanently. The vet was like, here, we gave him some pain meds, cleaned it up, and just watch out in case it grows back wonky. And it didn't. So he's fine. It's just like a nail, so. He's okay. He's all good. Don't worry. It was stressful, though. It was very stressful. All right, let me destroy this little bit of water as well. I can't believe I'm doing this. So much regret. So much regret. If I ever got a dog, what kind of dog would I want? I don't know, Olivia. I want to get a dog, but I would probably adopt the dog, and I don't care. I don't know. I've had Rotties my whole life. I'm used to having very large dogs, so I'd probably want not a small dog. But, you know. That's my thought process, I think. Just not a small one. Medium, large, you know, but not a small. Just think, once you know all this work, you'll want to change it again. Yeah, probably. That's the thing. I'm probably going to end up redoing it again at some point, but not yet. Not yet. Opinions on rats? They're cute. They are cute. Could I ever foster cats or kittens? Do you know what? I've legitimately thought about that a lot. I've even talked to Dan about that. I think that I would be a good candidate for that. Like, I've got, especially in the new house, I've got the space that I could keep them, like, on their own. And I also, like, am home all the time because I work from home. So, I think that I could be good at that. So, I've, like, genuinely thought about that a lot. I think maybe even once we move, I might consider that more. But you would get too attached. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the one problem. But I do think that I could do that. So Heart wouldn't be able to handle that. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know, you just reminded me, when I was a kid, we found a kitten, like a little tiny baby kitten by itself. No mom, no other kittens anywhere. At my brother's baseball fields, waited a long time with it, and then eventually was like, we have to do something about this. So we took it, tried to save it, like brought it to the vet and stuff, and the baby did not make it. I was like, what, like 11 probably at the time. I was really young. That was extremely stressful and very scary, but we tried. We did try. But it was really young. It was really young and like sick. So that was horrible. Also, my dog, when I was in high school, one of our dogs had puppies. And she had 12 puppies. Good God. And all of them, except for one, ended up making it. Which is really, really cool. But the one puppy did not, which was horrible as well. But she had 12. That is a lot. That is a very large litter. Yeah, 12. Isn't that horrible? Poor dog. And for thanks for the $20 to St. Jude, by the way. Imagine giving birth to 12 babies. That's a really good amount that survived, though. That's really impressive. So. And then my sister, here's another bad one. My sister, so one of my parents' friends, their dog had puppies as well. I don't really vibe with this, like, but anyway, one of my parents' friends' dogs had puppies. And my sister was, I forget the exact circumstances, but like my sister was like 12 and alone with the dog and my mom when she went into labor. And so, they like had to, the dog was like, something was wrong. Like it wasn't going well. So they had to bring her to the vet, but it was a Rottweiler. And so the vet was like, I'm scared. I don't want to, in case something happens, I don't want to like touch the dog, even though it was a friendly dog. So literally my 12-year-old sister was at the vet when the dog was like, I think she hadn't like actually given birth to any puppies yet. They brought her to the vet because something was wrong. And then went into labor at the vet. My mom was like inside trying to like pay the vet or whatever. My sister was in the car with the dog by herself and the vet wouldn't help her. And she was like helping this dog, like taking the puppies. And as they were born, she would hand them to the vet. And my sister was literally 12. I always remember the context of what was wrong because something had happened. So they had to like go to the vet, like emergency. It was like nighttime. They were dog sitting and like it was a disaster. But my 12-year-old sister helped the puppies by herself. So, but yeah, yikes. So, yeah, she remembers that very well. Shanna remembers that very well. Yes. And then my mom finally comes out. Like, obviously she didn't know because she was like inside trying to pay or whatever. And then comes out and the puppies were all born. So, can you believe that? Anyway, get your pets fixed. Moral of the story, get your pets fixed. But anyway. Pay for what? Well, the dog, like, something had happened to it. Like, that they had to help the dog. I don't remember. I wish that I remember. This was a few years ago when I was, like, not around at the time, so I don't remember the specifics of what happened. But my mom was inside, and my sister was in the car with the dog. Okay, anyway. And in defense of my parents' friend, they obviously going away when your dog is pregnant is not so good, but it was an emergency. They had to. So, some things are out of your control. Sometimes the world is just against you in every way, and all bad things are going on at once. So, but yeah, get your pets fixed. Moral of the story. Adopt and get your pets fixed. Your guinea pig and unexpected babies and it was stressful. That happens all the time. You hear stories like that all the time of people adopting guinea pigs and not knowing they're pregnant. Or like being told that the guinea pigs are like both girls and then they're not. Stuff like that. You hear that all the time about guinea pigs and stuff, hamsters too. That is really stressful. Okay. Something away. I would like to put that dreamy sweater away. Okay. You adopted a guinea pig one day, you had 3. Oh my god. Happens a lot with rabbits. Oh yeah, I bet. I mean, just in general also, you hear all kinds of horror stories about pet stores not caring for or instructing people properly about the pets they're buying. Saying, like, beyond that, like, telling him, oh yeah, you can get a cage that's, like, this big. You can check, Rainbow. Yeah, I guess, I mean, I've never had guinea pigs, so I don't know anything about this. But, like, I do suppose if you've been told by someone that you assume to be a professional, that's the thing, right? Like, obviously you hear stories a lot about people that work at those stores, like, falsely informing you. But if you've been told by what you assume is the professional and is the expert something, like even down to like the size of the enclosure you need, the, you know, sex of your guinea pig, like you'd probably be inclined to believe them because you believe that they're a professional, you know? But unfortunately, they tell you all the time, like, oh yeah, you can get a tank this large. You can keep a betta fish in a bowl. Like, anyway. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell their sex. I know that. But beyond that, just like in general, misinformation from them is not that uncommon. Just in general, also, people do so little research about the small pets they're adopting. Like reptiles, like hamsters and stuff like that. They just like, they treat them as so disposable. It's so scary. It is very upsetting. Especially, like, my sister is obsessed. My sister has turtles and a bearded dragon. My sister is obsessed with them. Like, my sister spends so much time, like, researching, and always has, even before she got them. Like, she spends so much time, like, reading up on and watching videos on and researching these animals, you know? Like, she cares so much about them. It's so upsetting to see people that just, like, don't care. It's a living creature. Same thing with fish. People treat fish so terribly. It's very upsetting. And people also don't think about how long these things live either. They'll like get, you know, little things like turtles, lizards, and then not realize that like, this is not a short living creature, you know? Like they have very long lifespans. this up. Yeah, don't get pets impulsively. Don't get pets impulsively. Well, I guess, you know, sometimes, you know, I guess if you want to rescue one, maybe, but I'm like thinking about how my parents got 2 of their cats, and I'm like, well, one of them was my mom's birthday, and then they discovered that this cat was like someone was trying to get rid of it, and they were like, and then we got Poggy. So, but my parents, we've got pet experience, and he needed a home. So, yeah, don't get pets you aren't experienced with impulsively. There you go. That's the better one. That's better. That's a better word for it. Okay. Let me think about this now. We've cleared up a lot of this area, and I'm already filled with regret. Oh my god, Camel Frog, look, you're hanging out. Okay, I do think that over here, I'm gonna start that city street sort of vibe. You want another cat so bad? I love cats so much. You could get a python. Do you know what? Sorry, speaking of snakes, my mother literally despises snakes. If my sister or I were to get a snake, my mother would be so horrified. My mom is like legitimately terrified of snakes, like one of her biggest fears. She actually is like really scared of snakes. If we were to get a snake, my mom would probably like hate me. She would not vibe with that at all. No, she does not like snakes. She cannot deal with snakes. Even like when she sees like snake print, she's like, ooh, bad. She like won't want to get something if it's got like any resemblance remotely of what might possibly be a snake pattern. Like my mom really does not, she can't deal with snakes. Like legitimately is a serious real fear of snakes. I think snakes, I don't think I'm scared of snakes, but snakes are weird. Snakes are weird. The way they move is unsettling. Okay? I can't justify that. I can't justify that behavior. The way you move is creepy. There's just something about them that it's weird vibes, okay? It's just suspicious, all right? That's what it is. It's suspicious, but they're kind of cute. They're kind of silly. Their little tongues are kind of silly as well. Anyway, I don't hate them, but they're interesting. Yeah, seriously, how do they exist? You know, some creatures, when you see them, it's like, how is that thing real? How is that thing real? Snakes are one of those to me. Also, a lot of different kinds of lizards. I'm like, how are you real? Literally how? Okay, this is pretty good now. We've definitely got some progress here. I'm feeling pretty good about this now. How wrong of me would it be if I were to use the same custom designs that I used on my other Switch? How bad would that be if I were to use the same one? Top coat. Skinks! Oh my god, Forgotten Companion. I had a moment like 2 weeks ago where I watched so many videos about skinks on YouTube. The blue tongue skink, especially. What is up with those things? I was sending pictures of them to my mods. I have a reptile thing right now. I'm in a phase. But I was watching so many videos about that. Let me show you. They're so weird. Hang on. Wait, look at this. Look at these guys. Okay, so they have, first of all, a blue tongue. Hence the name. Hence the name. But they're like so odd. Look at him. Look at how he's shaped. Look at his little tiny feet. He's like a snake with feet. Why are they so small? And they're like flat with little baby arms. Oh, it's like a dinosaur. I love them. He's so funny looking. It looks like he got a little smushed, yeah. They love cherry tomatoes. Oh. Anyway, I think he's cool. Ginger, Jazzy, thank you for those donations to St. Jude, by the way. They need huge enclosures too. Yeah, they're so cool. They're so cool. I actually love them. Okay, I'm gonna look in the pinned channel of my custom designs to see if, nope. I was gonna see if my roads were placed in here, but alas, they are not. I think they're from Colin Crossing though. So I should be able to find them. Hey Cindy, thank you so much. It's good to see you. Anyway, I love lizards. Cool things those lizards are. Where is... Does anyone know, hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to get, anyone know what Colin Crossing's code is? Oh, found it, never mind. I'm on, literally the Instagram is right here. So sorry, so sorry. My bad, not hard to find at all. So sorry. Okay, search. I'm ready. Yeah, there's like 3 of them, but I found one that I want. I'm just browsing the Instagram and I'm pulling up some stuff that I want to use. Access the portal. Yeah, Cutie Pie, I always have PG streams. Same as my YouTube videos. Yeah, Courtberry, bearded dragons are so cool. I'm literally obsessed with my sister's bearded dragon. I'm not even kidding. I am literally obsessed with him. Do you want to see a picture of him in a basket of flowers? Look. Oops, focus. Look. His name is Nova, and he's my best friend. He hangs out with you. It's so cool. Anyway, he's great. 3, 9, 2, 3, 9, 8, 1, 7, 5, 4, 3, 4. Okay. The lizard did take over my room, yes. My mother and the lizard are the people that live in my bedroom at home now. So my mother and the lizard have ever so slightly taken over my home. So my mom works in there now and the lizard lives in there at the moment. Okay, let me think about this. How much of these things do I care about? Probably could, I'm not gonna use these, well, maybe I will use that border again. No, I won't. I won't. I'm gonna get a different one. I wanna use orange, so. My mom loves the lizard. No, she doesn't like snakes, but she likes lizards. My mom's got a snake thing, but the lizards are okay. She likes them. They're acceptable to her. The lizards are okay. They win. They're invited. Okay. Let me grab all of these. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for asking. That's very kind of you. You add legs and it's fine. That's her wording. Yeah, if you add legs, it's fine. That's her mindset as well. As long as they're legs, it's all good. My dad, though, speaking of my dad, he's here. My dad's kind of scared of the lizard. Sometimes my dad, I feel like I want to keep that one, actually. I feel like my dad sometimes goes between, like, I don't think my dad knows if he likes the lizard or is scared of him. The way my dad talks about the lizard, I really can't tell if he likes it or if he's afraid. I feel like even he's not sure, though. Oh my god, I have so many things. I'm gonna have to rearrange all of this stuff. But you have to admit, the lizard is cool. So, it's a lizard. Yes, Dad, it is a lizard. Thank you. Profound. Yes. Okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna run out of custom designs. Or can I can unlock more, can I? Do I not have all of them? I think I don't have all of them. Oh my goodness, Peyton, thank you for the $150 to St. Jude. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I have to buy the rest of the unlocks. I don't think I have them all. I think that's my current problem. Although, last time I did this, I wanted to use the wider... I might leave the diagonals for now. Last time I was using, like, the ones that were in between. So maybe I should actually get those instead. Now that I think about it. Hey, Miv, what's up? Doesn't like snakes, moves to Florida. Yeah, don't tell my mom that. My mom literally can't handle snakes. Me and my sister saw a snake in the front yard. This is actually a funny story. Me and my sister saw a snake in the front yard, and my mom and my dad were gone. They were together, but I think like maybe I don't know. They were somewhere. They were together, but not with us. Me and my sister were home alone, and we saw a snake in the front yard. And my sister took a picture and sent it to the like family group chat. And then my dad was like, "Oh my god, don't show mom that." And so my dad like took my mom's phone because they were sitting together and then like deleted the pictures out of the group chat so she wouldn't see. And then my dad texts again and he's like, "Don't worry, I deleted the snake so mom wouldn't see." But he put that in the group chat and my mom saw it. So he like went to the trouble of deleting the messages of the snake so that my mom wouldn't know, and then fully went and was like, "Don't worry, I deleted it so she won't find out," and then sent that message into the group chat and she saw that. I think that's so funny. Nice try. A sincere effort was made. Unfortunately, it was unsuccessful. Okay, I want the plain, simple road. I don't really want it to have the corners. Yeah, brilliant, truly. Good work, Dad. We're all impressed. Okay. Should I get the pieces with the borders? Those are like corner pieces and end pieces. I do like this border. I might get that. I might get that. Okay. And then, I think I'll save the diagonals for later. I don't know if I need the diagonals yet, so I might wait on those. I might wait on those. I think. We'll see. Okay, let's go, gamers. Actually, one thing I would like to do is rearrange my custom designs. I would very much like to rearrange all of these things to be in a better order because they're causing me stress. Swap spots. Let's put it up at the top. Oh my god, this is gonna be a disaster. We're gonna be here all day. But that's okay. We want to be here all day. You know, we like it. Oh no. Okay. Swap spots. Do I have to buy more? Why don't I have all the custom design slots unlocked? Whose idea was that? Seriously. What is wrong with me? Swap spots. Okay. This one as well. Swap spots. Thank you. Oh, nice, Cindy. Okay. Sorry. I'm really gonna spend so long doing this. I'm so sorry. Oh, the poop is there because, the poop is there because back when I first learned that we could, when I first discovered that we could use, like custom fireworks, you know, during the fireworks season, I used that. That was my first ever custom firework, was the poop. So, it was pretty good if you ask me. You know what? I might actually put these like... Oh no, we'll just line them up over here. You did faces of your villagers? Oh! See, that's nice. Your villagers' faces is definitely nicer than poop. Your villagers' faces is definitely a nicer vibe than poop. Custom designs. Yeah, you might win with that one. Okay. I think I want to swap a few of these spots again. Let me swap that spot to be there. I'll see if I can get a couple more. You and your mom gave each other amiibos for Mother's Day. Christine, that made my day. Learning that makes me so happy. That is so sweet. I love that so much. I love that so much. So cute. Your pack had Monique and P hands? Are you serious? Press the wrong button every single time. Yeah, Aaron, I know. I'm not so good at this. It's fine. I'm getting better. It's fine. Okay, let me see what other things Colin has for me. I may allow myself perhaps like if we used, there's so many pieces if we're gonna do diagonal is the thing, like getting diagonal pieces is gonna be a real a real moment. Oh, I'm gonna have to swap them again. Oh, I am so bad at this. Okay. I want the bottom piece, and maybe, what other piece should I get? I need to have one more piece, just, maybe I'll get this thing. In case I need that. No, don't start with the diagonal, not after the shell. Yeah, no, you're right. After the shell, I should not be allowed to use any sort of diagonals. Yeah, I feel like the diagonals are gonna cause me pain. It might be nice to like do some road turning that way, but we'll see. We will see. I pressed the wrong thing again. Let's swap these out. And then, oh, I did it again. Swap this one too. Diagonals are canceled. I did it again. Swap both of those. Okay, there we go. I organized more of my custom designs. I'm feeling better about this now. I've got all my little stones. Oh, I already had that? Okay. Okay. Swap that spot to there. Swap that spot to there. I'll probably delete that eventually. Oh my god. I am so overwhelmed. I think overwhelmed is a good word for this. I'm so overwhelmed by the order of my things. I'm gonna just leave it for now and we can come back to that eventually. It's not a new island, no. Kiyoshi, this is the island that I've been playing on since the game first came out, believe it or not. This is like what I call my main Switch. It's the one that I've had for ages. We've been playing on my like new island recently, but I'm kind of going back to this one because she's ugly and I need to do some work on it. But it's not new. This one I've had for years. Okay. I like this. I'm feeling better about this. This is gonna be my little sidewalk. And I'm gonna bring it all the way down to the front. Although, potentially, I have a concept. Do you like how white it is? What are our thoughts on that? Anyway, the potential concept was like, what if we put some plants in this area? It looks nice. Okay, that's good to know. It's so stark. Yeah, it is a little bit stark. That's why I'm feeling a little bit unsure as well. It's too bright. Okay, we may have to get a different sidewalk. But it's not going to be the whole thing. It's just going to be the sidewalk. So maybe that will help. I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Okay. Let me place... This is the center of the road. I think we'll do it like that. How wide should it be? Yeah, once we put some more things, it might tone it down a little bit. So let's see how it goes, and then we can... Oh my god, that's the wrong spot. And then we'll talk a little bit. This might be really wide, but also it being really wide might be a good thing. This is my theory. Oh, is this the same width as my other one then? I don't know. Maybe it is good then. So we put this road piece right here. And then this road piece above it. Yeah, we'll clutter it with parked cars and baby strollers. Exactly. We'll clutter it up with parked cars and baby strollers and it'll all work out. It'll be fantastic. All right. There's potential here for this. I do think that it looks less stark already. It was like it up against the white, or again, up against the green grass that was kind of stark. But now that it's like... Oh my god, I put it in the wrong spot again. Now that it's up against the gray, I think it's kind of helping. You know? Okay. Ditto, thanks for the $10 to St. Jude, by the way. And we'll have like a little like section of some plants in here. It'll be great. You love my vids. Thanks, Maya. I really appreciate that. That is very kind of you to say. The misplacement makes me want to cry. Okay. 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 Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna do them every other with this. I believe that is my plan. So we'll work on this a little bit. And then we'll have to figure out something for the river. The borders are different, I know, Jen. There isn't another border with the curb for the bottom. Did I dye my hair? No. Same as normal. I always look like this. Same as usual. Any Sims 4 streams today? No, Kebab, not today. Not today. Tomorrow, but not today. We're playing a little bit of Animal Crossing this morning. Hello, Chibi. I am live. Okay. Down the whole line, please. And thank you. Oh, no. Not the rocks again. Do I have any fruit that I've eaten? I do have one. Pain. Pain. Kebab, tomorrow we're going to play with the Peppa Pig game. And we're also going to play the Sims multiplayer with Dr. Gluon. I guess the one small problem about this, I have planned this Peppa Pig stream for a couple weeks, but my Peppa Pig costume hasn't come in yet. I did order something, and it hasn't come yet. So maybe I shouldn't do it tomorrow, but I said I was gonna do it tomorrow, but it got delayed, so it's not gonna come tomorrow. So maybe I shouldn't do my Peppa Pig stream yet? Maybe I should figure out something else for tomorrow. Please wait. Okay, maybe I should wait. Okay, maybe I should wait. I'll have to figure out something else for tomorrow then. But we'll still play multiplayer. It's just like, we have to do something before the multiplayer stream. Well, I guess we don't have, well, here's the other thing. We don't have to stream twice tomorrow. That's the other thing that maybe Lil Simsie needs to be told, is you don't have to stream twice tomorrow. You are literally planning to do 2 streams tomorrow. I don't have to do that. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. I'll come up with something. Chibi, I haven't done the insides yet, but I'm gonna do it for YouTube videos. I don't think I'm gonna do speed builds out of them. I haven't decided how long it's gonna take me yet, but I think I was gonna do it for YouTube videos and live build it for YouTube instead of for stream. I could probably finish them all in one stream versus like the 3 YouTube videos. So we are gonna do the inside of the townhouses. I'm planning on posting one, literally, by the way, on Tuesday. So, to answer your question, yes, we will be doing that. Okay. I'm feeling good about oh no, wrong spot again. I'm feeling good about this. That's going up today, Kebab. That's going up today. So yes, I've done it, but I haven't posted it. I have not posted it yet. No! Oh my god. The amount of wrong spaces I've putting in. Says I'm doing multiplayer on Tuesday and not Monday? Oh, well, I've messed up in the Discord, but I have not messed up in the list that I've written, so I'll have to edit it. I don't usually do the Discord events, that's new to me, so there's bound to be some errors. There are bound to be some oh my god. Come on. Place. Oh, it might be a time zone thing. That's true. It might be Tuesday in your time zone, but it's Monday in my time zone. That's another question. Let me check. No, it says tomorrow for me. Okay, so it's right for me. Never mind. It said it might be a Tuesday for your time zone. Because it might be like 1 a.m. for you. That might be why. That checks out. There you go. Okay. Let's do this. I'm so excited. I think this is kind of coming along. What is Peppa Pig? The Peppa Pig stream? I'm gonna play this Peppa Pig game for charity. But I might move it so my Peppa Pig costume comes in the mail. Okay. I feel good about this, I think. Hate this. I hate the little grass in the middle, but whatever. Whatever. That's fine. I do think I'm gonna put probably some little trees and flowers in the middle here. I think that will be lovely. We'll use this little area for some planting. I think that'll be good. I like it. I like it. It's gonna be fantastic. We'll have a little tree-lined street as well. Also fantastic. Very much looking forward to it. That's gonna be one of my trees for the tree line. Okay. I do feel a lot better about this. Although, one slight problem is that if I wanted to have this bridge stay where it is, ooh, maybe I will leave it. Let's base it off of this. Okay. Redo. 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 We'll put the trees on either side of it. That'll be lovely. Absolutely lovely. Might treat yourself to an OLED Switch? Well, Kath, I would not be opposed to that. That's all I'm gonna say. The OLED Switch is pretty good. It's pretty good. We did find Tangy, yeah. We did find Tangy. Okay. Let's take these points, please. Well, Graceful, the OLED is better than the regular. That doesn't mean that you have to get the OLED. Like, that doesn't mean to say that you need the OLED. But objectively, the OLED is better than the regular because they, like, improved it. When they made the whole point of the OLED is that it's like an updated version of the regular. It's more expensive. It has a better screen. It's got a bigger screen. It is something you need, but the OLED is, like, objectively the better Switch than the regular one is. Okay. I might need to, you know what? I might need to move the water if I'm gonna do these like this. I did not really consider that part. Yeah, you can terraform to move the water. You can move the water. I might need to break that bridge. I might need to move all my houses. Shoot. Okay. I want to keep this water, though, I think. I think. Okay. We're in a bad situation. This is gonna be interesting. All right, let me dig up some of these trees. Oops, I just destroyed something that I didn't mean to. Yeah, I wish the OLED had better hardware too. I'm with you on that one, my friend. I am with you on that one. Okay. I think I'll line this with regular hardwood trees, probably. Oh, I'll show you, Mink. I'll show you my villagers from this island. I've got a whole bunch. I've got on this one, I have Whitney, I have Pietro, I have Marshall, Vladimir, Elise, Rolled, Camo Frog, my best friend Freckles, Cole, and Lolly. And at this current moment, I don't feel a need to hunt ever again on this Switch. These might be like my for-lifers, I won't lie. I'm obsessed with them. I really like them, and I don't know if I ever want them to leave me, so. I want to put real trees, Daisy. I want to put real trees for this, I think. Even Vlad? Yeah. At the moment, at least. Vlad is a well-loved villager here in my home. We did find Tangy. Yeah, we did find Tangy. Eventually. We got to her. I might put bushes there. I haven't decided yet. 'Cause this is kind of gonna throw off my little plans for... Okay, here's an idea. Let's look at how big all of the buildings are. If we pull up a little thingy, look. Here's a little graphic of the building sizes. This graphic will help us. So the tailor's is 5x4. The shop is 7x4. So, oh no, I'm gonna have to fill in this water. Whatever, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. It's fine. Fill it in. We're redoing everything. Alicia, we are still raising money for St. Jude today. Yeah, we are still raising money for St. Jude today. All month. All month we're raising money for St. Jude. Okay. Come on. Fill this in a little bit. I think I'll do the shop first. And then I'll put the Able Sisters after it. And then the museum closer to the end. What does P-Hands mean? P-Hands is a villager. Her name is Shari. Is this a poll for who you'd kick off my island? No way Vlad and Camo Frog are... I mean, Elise is winning. I won't yeet Elise either. Elise I had as an autofill once, and then I hated her. And then I finally got her back, and I decided I don't hate her anymore. So... She's really grown on me, Elise. She's a friend of mine nowadays. Elise is a good friend of mine these days. Okay. 7x4. I think 1, 2, oops. There's a blank space there. Oh my god, there's blank tiles here. That's 4. 1, 2. Wait, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. But do I want it to be back one more so I can put some landscaping? Maybe. Maybe. This is not my Florida Island Jazzino. This is like my main Switch, the one that I've had since the game first came out. I'm kind of redoing it. The Florida Island is my new Switch. This is the one that I've had forever. We're kind of redoing everything at the moment. Okay. That could be good, I think. That could be a good layout for this. So, centered, this is where the entrance is, right? So that leaves us, you think that it's 8, not 7? I'm pretty sure it's 7. Can anybody confirm? I'm pretty sure it's 7. That's a bit closer than I'd like it to be. It's 7? Okay, good. We'll put bushes on either side of this, though. That'll be good. I guess one slight problem is that I'm running out of space. It's 7. Okay, good. Yeah, I know, because it's got a like 3-tiled centered doorway. so. You think I put down 8? No, I didn't. That's, this is right, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7. It's 7. I got 7. I'm right. This is fine. Okay. Lovely. In my other Switch, I had like a crosswalk directly between the Able sisters and the shop, and I think I might do that again. I feel like this could be kind of cute. Oh my god, we have to redo everything. Oh my god. Okay. This is fine. I might do the bushes somewhere else. I might have the bushes like here instead, on either side of the crosswalk. This is like extremely uneven to a point where it's causing me stress. This is why it's so bad to try and like retrofit these things into... Lisa, I know the river mouth is down here, but I could have the river like turn more. We could have the river turn and kind of follow the road a little bit if we wanted to. Which would be, in my opinion, kind of fine. So, we can definitely kind of turn it around. Let it follow everything. Okay, I'm just wondering if I want to scoot this all over a little bit. Like over one tile. And I kind of do. I kind of do. This is a disaster. I think it'll be better like this. Is the stream laggy? I'm not dropping any frames right now, so it might just be on your end. I'm so sorry. Pancake Kyla, thank you for those donations to St. Jude, by the way. Okay. Yes. Lovely. Lovely. Everything's fine. We've got this all completely and totally under control. There'll be a little pathway right here. And I need to yet again move this bush. Oh no. Put bushes next to the entrance to the shop. Yeah, we're gonna put stuff all around there. Don't worry. Ayla, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be upset with asymmetry. You'll see. I've got a vision. I know it's not really, it's hard to see the vision because I haven't done it yet. But I do have a vision. I promise. And as you can see, this is perfect. What I'm gonna do, I think, is put the trees on this side around the crosswalk section. This is kind of what you were saying, but this is what I was gonna do. Because now it's symmetrical with the other pathway. Oh my god. This is bushes for the shop. And then there's trees on both sides. Lovely. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Let me dig up these two trees. Are these trees that have... I hope they're not peach trees because I don't want them to be. They are not. Perfect. Okay. So then we can put this right here. And this right here. Lovely. And you see the shop will be there, and it's got this beautiful like street laid out in front of it. It's probably gonna have some more stuff in front of it too, like more paths and stuff. And then the Able sisters will be down here. Okay. We can put my little crosswalk in. Oh no. Something I've discovered that is going to upset me is the distance. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Is the distance of these things. This is not symmetrical with the lines. So that's a whole new problem. The lines in the road are the new problem. Oh no. Okay, everything's fine. Everything is fine. The stripes are off. But something can be done about this. I think I might fix them based around the crosswalks. That's what yeah, I think that I might do it based on the crosswalks because it looks more weird to have it like this. Nope, wrong spot. I mean, honestly, we're gonna have to do it again. Do the crosswalk 3 across. I want it to be 2 across so it's symmetrical. We're gonna have a different one that's 3 across. You'll see. I've got a vision. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Would it be okay if the lines were like all the way down? Instead of having them every other one? How do you feel about that? Because I kind of like it. I think it looks okay. And I think it'll look good. Yeah, I actually like that a lot better. Okay. This is gonna be so cute. I'm so excited. And then down here, I can have my farmer's market of my dreams, like I always wanted. Beautiful, fantastic. Oops, I got an email. Disregard, disregard. That was my notification, not yours. I have a farmer's market. Look, I've already done it. I need to move it though. But look at how cute this is. It's gonna be like this, but over there. Isn't that so fun? I know, it's so fun. It's my dream. I was like, why am I getting emails at Sunday? I'm sorry. That's mine, not yours. Don't worry. Okay, this is fantastic. I have to destroy this rock again though. Pain. Okay. We would just fill this out around it a little bit. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited about this. I actually cannot wait. So there's gonna be symmetrical trees on this side of it too. I'm not sure if this area is gonna be too small for my farmer's market or not yet. So we'll have to see how it goes. This is how much space we'll have. Oh, it's gonna be like really long and skinny if we do it over here. Rolled, you're in my way. Hot Kettle Cafe, thank you for that $150 donation in honor of Allie. Thank you so much, my friend. I am sending you so much love. Seriously, like from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. You are so kind. Okay, let's take it down this way a little bit further. And then there will be a little bit of a tree. And there will be a little bit of a tree right there too. Okay, that'll be good actually. I think this will kind of work out. Okay. I feel okay about this. I think that looks nice. And you'd be able to get down into this little farmer's market from over here. Can I open the map? Yeah, I can show you the map. Let me pull it up. Here's the map. I'm redoing everything though, so don't worry about what it looks like, because it's all gonna be different. Hey, Kit, thank you for the $5 to St. Jude as well. Thank you so much. I have influenced you to play Animal Crossing. Oh, I'm so sorry, but also I'm not. You're welcome. Welcome. All right, I'm gonna grab some fruit out of this and just grab some trees. Don't put something away. I mean, I guess I can put some things away. I've got a couple random things. I have this top coat. I'm the reason you bought Animal Crossing. Hey, listen, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. It is really so much fun. Animal Crossing is like really sincerely so much fun. So I'm glad that you're having fun with it, because I certainly have been for the past couple of years. Okay, I'm looking for fruits. Come on. I am looking for fruits all the way down to the bottom. I think I've got enough Nook Miles tickets. I scrolled past my fruits. Okay. Above these little guys, there we go. Just grab some of these peaches. You haven't played in 6 months? You haven't? Well, maybe you should pick it up again. Maybe you'd have fun. I'm just saying. You literally bought a Switch for Animal Crossing because you play it so much. Because of me? I'm so sorry, but also I'm not. I hope that you enjoy it. Animal Crossing is so much fun. So, like, sincerely, I hope that you enjoy it. It really is fun. Yeah, you haven't played in a year and there's so much new stuff. They have added so much to this game. There's a ton of new stuff nowadays. Playing right now because you are. I'm sorry. They don't call me an influencer for no reason. I'm eating fruit so I can dig up the trees, Gib. I'm trying to dig up trees so I can move them. That's how you can move trees in this game, is by digging up fruit. Oh, hey, Play. Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. Okay. Place a tree. Place a tree. No, there is space to plant something in this area. And you're gonna plant it where I want you to. Place a tree. There is space to plant something in this area. Oh, maybe there's wait, there might be a blank custom design. There was. It's good. We're good. Okay, I'll dig it so that you can place it. Thank you. Lovely. Okay. This will be nice. This is working. Oh, Fallon, please don't worry about that. Thank you so much for even wanting to. Sincerely, thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna move the Nook's Cranny. I'm doing it. It's happening. Okay. Hello, Tom. I'm here. I have seen it, Ariana. It looks like it's so much fun. I'm actually really excited about it. Okay. I want layout changes. Did I change my entrance? Yeah, I did. I might regret it, but it's too late now. We're changing the whole vibes. Everything's gonna be different, so. You have no choice, Timmy. You have to move it, because I've asked you to. Come on, come on. Load, thank you. Let's go. Oh, Kath, you can't blame me for this. I take no responsibility. Hey, Pink Unicorn, I too was feeling stuck at the designing, and I too hadn't played on this Switch for a long time. My solution was to destroy everything I had worked on and redo it. Okay, I actually think I want this to be one forward than it was. I think I might put it one up. I might put it here. Let me imagine it for a second. No, I don't want it there. I do want it one back. Okay, false alarm. Sorry. You can go here. It's too close to the water? Oh my god. Well, so Megan, St. Jude is a research hospital. So all of the people that are treated there are kind of partaking in their research. And they're also researching primarily on trying to find a cure to the most common form of childhood cancer. Since they first started doing that, like literally 60 years ago, it's their 60th anniversary this year, they have flipped that survival rate from 4% to like 96%. Largely, you know, in part due to their work, but also, you know, the world has been doing a lot of work on it too. But St. Jude has been doing a lot of research for a very long time. Also been working on a lot of infectious diseases, things like COVID and stuff like that. But St. Jude is a research hospital, so everything they do is research. They are pretty cool. It's a pretty cool place. Okay, let's place this here now. Oh, maybe it's over here. Oh, it might be the bridge. It might be the bridge that's making it so I can't place it. I didn't even notice the bridge was right there. This is ruining everything. The whole thing is ruined. Oh no. Okay, the entire plan is destroyed. Okay. I guess we could move the bridge like back one and then it would be fine. Obviously we'll have to redo it, but if the bridge moved back one, that would be okay. Oh dear. Oh no. All right, you know what? Let's revisit that after I do some work over here. Delete bridge and make a land bridge. I don't think I like how the land bridges work. That's been something I've been struggling with on this island this whole time, is I don't think I like the look of land bridges. Which is rather inconvenient, given the fact that I'm making this whole road right next to my river mouth. But I do have a plan. I do have a plan for it. I think I'm gonna have the river like rotate a little bit. I'm gonna have it turn and kind of follow the road, I think is what I wanna do. But I have such a hard time making land bridges that I like how they look. I've really tried, but I've never successfully made a land bridge that I liked. Which is extremely annoying. No, this isn't our Florida theme island. Ninny, I decided to redo Bridgeport, my main switch, the one that I've had this whole time. Here's my thought process, right? This island is literally called Bridgeport, named after the city pack from The Sims 3. So maybe I should go for a little bit more of a city vibe with it. You know, like maybe that would be cool. So that's kind of what I'm working on. That's kind of the thought process that we were having. Shortney, thanks for the $50 to St. Jude. Thank you so much. They said for the little ones that have to understand big things. Thank you for that massive donation. And Victoria as well as the $20 to St. Jude. Thank you so much. You are all so unbelievably kind and generous. Seriously, the fact that we've raised $100,000 in a week is unbelievable. $102,000 in a week. Unbelievable. Okay. How far... Snappy, are you okay? My cat is puking. And on the carpet. Snappy, are you good? She's okay, she stopped. And she also didn't actually puke. Oh, Snappy! She's standing in my doorway. Oh. Okay. Let's keep going. She's good? She's good? She's good. I think. Yeah, she's good. Okay. It is right here that I will need the bush to go. No, it's not. It's actually right here that the bush will need to go. This bridge is directly in the way of where I want to put my, Able sisters. So. You're kind of ruining the vibes here. You're kind of throwing us off. Lizzie, thank you for the $20 to St. Jude as well. Thank you so much. Your guinea pig is watching the stream? Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it like that. I might actually have these down here as well. I wasn't gonna, but I think it'll be nice. Kind of mirror it on both sides of the street. Yeah, this bridge is really throwing off the vibes. I think we have to go demolish it. I think it's the only way. Unfortunately, we can't move anything today. I don't have to do this. No, you don't have to pay for the last expansion if you don't want to, Melly, in Animal Crossing. You can, and one bonus, I guess, about paying the last stuff from the house is that you eventually unlock, like, bigger storage and some other things like that. But you totally don't have to pay off the house completely if you want to just not. I didn't pay my loan at the end of it for a long time either. So you totally don't have to, but you can. If you want to, like, unlock the rest of the stuff at the end. But yeah, if you want more storage, it's super useful to do it for storage. So, I would like to talk infrastructure because I want to demolish a very expensive bridge. I think I will demolish the bridge that's, like, super in the way first, and not the one that's preventing the shop from being moved, because this one I can't even build out the Able Sisters area yet. So we'll demolish that first. Do I time travel? Oh, Mooney, yes. And I'm about to right now. I'm about to go to tomorrow so that my bridge will be demolished. Okay, let's close the game quickly and we'll go to tomorrow. We'll do that now. Thought you did, but wasn't sure. Yeah, I especially when I'm terraforming and stuff, totally also doing loads of time traveling. It's just hard to not, you know? Especially when you're doing it on stream. Like, there's only so much you can do when you're trying to do, like, a massive update without time traveling. And if you're trying to stream it, like, we would make very little progress. So, that part is kind of a main motivation, but, you know. Also, like, if I've missed something, for example, like, maybe, you know, I was busy on the day of the fishing tournament, time travel back and play it, you know? Like, I just don't care about that. I don't care about that at all. Because the game is real time, it's so hard because, like, you might not have time to play every day. Or, you know, maybe you can only play after work, but you get off work at, like, 9 p.m. and the shops are closed. Like, time travel. That's my thought process. Just time travel. It's way more fun. Holly, thanks for the $20 to St. Jude, by the way. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you can only play at night, then, like, it's always dark on your island and everything's closed. That's no fun. So, whatever. And also, like, if you don't want to miss days, you might want to play through each day. Stuff like that, so. Yeah, Kebab, I think we're going to do a Minecraft crowd control again closer to the end of the month. I'm thinking. Yeah, and then spoil your turnips when you time travel back to take a thumbnail screenshot and then you spoil your turnips. Yeah. I did that kind of recently. You'd think that after all these years I would have learned my lesson, but I made a grave mistake. And I spoiled all my turnips kind of recently. And it's raining. That's kind of cute. Start construction. You made a cake today? Oh, fun! That's really exciting. Waterscaping permit. Let's go. You love the rain? It is nice. It's kind of cozy. Good vibes. Okay. Just clear this little thing out the way so that I can get my Able Sisters placed. Ooh. Oh, I'm playing in the current year, okay? I don't time travel that much. I do a lot of time traveling backwards as well to go back onto the right day. I'm not like next year. I'm not like that far ahead. Today I'm like 2 days ahead. My game thinks it's like Tuesday. So, I'm not, like, playing in a different year or anything, luckily. You're going to an Italian restaurant tonight. Pizza or pasta? Ooh. I'd get pizza. Laura with the $10 to St. Jude and Alva with the $4.20 to St. Jude. Thank you so much. Oh, someone in chat said pasta, so maybe I'm a bad influence with the wrong answer. Both good choices, though. Both solid choices. You can't really go wrong. Okay, I'm gonna demolish the other bridge. This is such a waste of money. It's so expensive. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna demolish the other bridge. And then we will move the Able Sisters, or at least pick up the Able Sisters so I can figure out the placement. There you go, a pole. Let's not move the shop, please. I want to pick up the Able Sisters so I can visualize. I can't move the shop yet, so. I need to move the Able Sisters. Thank you. You really pay for pasta because you can make it better at home? Yeah, I make pasta a lot at home, so I'm kind of with you on that. I kind of avoid ordering pasta at restaurants sometimes because I can make it at home. Let's get something else. But also, I don't eat meat, so a lot of times my options at restaurants are limited, and pasta is usually something that can be made safe for me, so you know. Oh well. Pasta and garlic bread. Ooh, that does sound good. Oh, sorry, yawning. You're in love with your sensitive hoodie? Oh, I'm so glad that you like it. I'm so glad that you like it. We have 2 things coming soon that I think you're really gonna like. I'm just so excited. They're not like the sensitive hoodies at all. They're, a little bit more out there. That's all I'm gonna say. Actually, it's like 4 things that are kind of out there, but in 2 different launches that are, far apart. Not even the beans. Something else. Not even the beans. I'm talking about something else. So. The beans are half of it, but there's something else. So. Camel Frog, what is wrong with you? How dare you be thinking? Want to come over and give me some redecorating ideas? Yeah, I haven't seen this. Let's find out. Come on in, okay. Want to hear something funny about my little pal there? It absolutely adores music, any kind of music. Aww. He's watching me sleep in his bed. Come to Berlin, loads of vegan food. I've been to Berlin. I went a couple of years ago for TwitchCon because TwitchCon was in Berlin. TwitchCon Amsterdam in what 2019? Not TwitchCon Amsterdam. TwitchCon EU. TwitchCon Amsterdam was one that got canceled. TwitchCon Amsterdam was not in Berlin. That makes very little sense. Will Alex, thanks for the donation to St. Jude, by the way, and Penguin with the $10 as well. Yeah, we went to Berlin for TwitchCon a couple years ago. It's higher than 3. Are you kidding? I lost. Let's leave. Bye, Camel Frog. That was fun. It was good to see you. Oh my god, he's trapping me here. Okay, music. Anonymous, thanks for the 180 St. Jude. He's trying to trap me in his house. I've been trapped by Camel Frog. When the update first came out, Whitney invited me into her house and I was so excited. And then she literally would not let me leave. I was fully trapped. It was so funny. We were like cry laughing because I was like trying to get out and Whitney would not let me out. It was a really good time. Greatly enjoyed that moment, I won't lie. That happened to you too? Yeah, they try and trap you. Okay. Let me take a look again. So the Taylor's is 5 by 4. Let me imagine this for a second. Actually, yeah, I might. That's the wrong spot. That's the wrong spot. I put it in the wrong spot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're fine. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. That's fine. It's fine. Close without saving. We're good. I would have had to move it twice. It's the off-center door that just threw me off a lot. I won't lie to you. 5 by 4 with an off-center door is the real problem that we're having. Come on, game. Load. Come on. Come on. What's that Peppa game? Oh, it's My Friend Peppa Pig. It auto-saves, but if you close it fast enough, you can often get it before it's had the chance to auto-save. Which is what I just tried to do. If you're speedy enough, you may be able to get there in time. Hopefully, we should be good. Hopefully. Okay. Let's try this again. Do I still have it? Yes, we still have it. Okay. Back where we came from. Friend to no one, Peppa Pig. Christine, I'm so sorry. The Peppa Pig. She's your enemy, it seems. Yeah, and for that, I apologize. Okay. Peppa does suck. She's so mean. She isn't the nicest, no. That's true. Okay, let me see if I can get this, like, properly laid out. So, I would very much like for this building to be kind of like there. So, I want it to be back one. No. I need to be centered with this. Well, let me imagine that for a second. Yes. That's what I wanted. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Perfect. I think. I hope. I really hope that's right. I really hope that's what I wanted, and I didn't want it one further back. Well, I might want it one further. I guess it wouldn't hurt to put it one further back. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Oh, squirrel, that's so sweet. Peppa's interesting. The game is interesting. Dan got me this for Christmas, so I'm sorry. I'm doing it again. Okay, fair enough about Coco Melon Shortney. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I won't argue with you on that one. Thought it was fine where it was. I think I might want it one further back so I have a little bit more space in front of it to put some stuff. Fallon, I think I want to have a little bit more space. Again, big mistake, big regret. I'm being ridiculous, but I don't want to have to do it again, so. Newer Coco Melon is less annoying than OG Coco Melon. Is it really? Bluey is top tier, though. I've heard good things about that. How should Riv do their hair? Okay, we've got a poll. Okay. All right, if it would just hurry up, that would be lovely, game. Thank you. Now we try again. The number of times I have done this is so embarrassing. Okay. Who is Riv, though? Riv's a friend of mine and one of the mods. I guess they're a VIP in chat, but you'll see them. You'll see them. Okay. Go. 1. No! 2, 3. Now, I would very much like for it, I think, to start here. But I need to stand here, I believe. No. I need to stand here. Okay. Let me imagine that. Yes. That is what I wanted. Okay. I did it. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Fantastic. And then we will just put a few more little... You're in my way, Elise. She's very excited about the new fashion store, is what's happening, I think. The idea of a new clothing shop, well, the same clothing shop, but in a new spot, is very exciting to Elise. That's what's going on here. She can't wait. She's fascinated. Okay. I do have one azalea bush, but not all of the azalea bushes I wanted. Okay, Howler, thanks for the $20 to St. Jude as well. Thank you so much. Oh, we can't buy turnips now because it's no longer, Katie, it's no longer Sunday. I've been time traveling a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna buy turnips this week anyway. Not yet. I'm busy. We got too much going on. All right, let's expand the street a little bit. This is gonna be so beautiful. I actually can't wait. Okay. Come on. Yeah, we're still gonna time travel, exactly. So we really shouldn't, oh no. So we really shouldn't get any turnips. That would probably be a mistake. Okay. That's in the wrong spot. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Okay, so the river is gonna kind of like swoop around this way a little bit, is my idea. This is to the left of the main plaza. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We'll swoop the river this way. And then eventually this area will stop and the river will come up. Up, up, up. And we can connect it on to something else like this up here or something. Okay. I suppose I'm so nervous. I really don't know what I want this to look like. Sincerely, I am struggling. Micah, this is like my main island, the one that I've been playing on since the game first came out. It's called Bridgeport. Oh, you know what we could do? Concept. This way we can get another tree. I will bury this in the hole. We don't need a lot of money from it. I just want to get the tree, to be honest. And then I'll go replant this. I'll go replant it where the other trees are gonna need to be, like right here. There you go. That'll work. That'll do. Okay. The name Simsie? Well, Evelyn, Simsie is like a childhood nickname. I don't know if you knew this, but my last name is Sims. My name is Kayla Sims. So Simsie is like literally my name. And then, you know, I started playing The Sims and I made a Sims YouTube channel and I was like, hee hee, Simsie is great for this. So, That's where we're at. That is why. Okay, come down this way with the road. I know the shop sells trees, Sea Taft, but that was easier than going into the shop. And that way I'll get some money out of it. Don't worry, I play a lot of Animal Crossing. I know the shop sells trees, but I needed one tree, and there was a money tree right there. Is it actually? Yeah, Foodie, it is. I'm not lying. People often think I'm lying, but I have no point to lie. It's a ridiculous lie. It's a ridiculous lie. So I promise I'm not. If I was lying, what am I gonna be like? Yeah, my name is Kayla Minecraft. My name is literally Sims. You saw my college graduation, exactly. It's on my diploma. My diploma's not in here, I can't show you. But I did live stream I had a live streamed graduation because I graduated in May of 2020. And we live stream reacted to it together, so. Your real name is Haley Williams? Oh my goodness, I love that. I love that. Yeah, my name's Kayla Fortnite. Hi, everyone. Okay. No, Bubbles, I didn't take Dan's last name, nor do I ever intend to take Dan's last name. Listen, besties, when your name is literally Sims, you can't just throw that away. Yeah, Christine, I mean, most people don't accuse me of lying, but I've seen a few people think that I'm lying. Whatever. Makes it harder to find private information about me if you don't believe me as well, so that's fine. That's fine. You know, Dan and I both don't really want to change our last names. That's the thing. And we don't have to. It's all good. No need to do that if you don't want to. So formerly be Miss Sims? Yep. I never thought it was weird. Until I became a big Sims YouTuber, and then people think it's weird. But I never thought it was weird. I literally started playing The Sims as a child because I was like, what's this game that has my name? You know, like, that was fully, like, my motivation to even buy The Sims in the first place, you know? So, I never really thought it was in any way remotely odd until I started, like, making videos. And people thought it was weird, but it's just my name. Okay. I'm quite liking this, I won't lie. Do I have any more of the azaleas? Yes, I do. Perfect. Okay. Easier to just reuse the stuff that I've already got around here, because then I don't have to dig it up again later when I have to move it, so I may as well just move it now, is kind of my thought process, you know? If we're going to be doing it anyway, we're going to have to pick up these things anyway. I may as well just move them now. Nope, that's the wrong spot. This is the right spot. Only have the road border on one side. No, Tiny, there is only that border for that side of the road. This one has, you see how there's like sort of a gradient on this side of the road? I promise I've done it right. I promise I've done it right. It just, there's only a road border for that side of the road in this game. Unfortunately. Well, it's not in the game. It's made by a custom person, but that like sidewalk trim is only on that side of the road. Yeah, it's supposed to, think about it more top down. It's supposed to be kind of like 3D. Do you see it like when you look at it this way? Do you see how it looks like kind of like the trim of the sidewalk? So you can see like the ledge. And then on this side, you just see a shadow. Does that make more sense? I feel like when you're looking at it from a different angle, it's a little bit easier to tell. But it's supposed to be a curb, right? That's why, I mean, it looks like trim when you're looking at it from top down, but it's supposed to be a curb. Does that make sense? Okay. I don't know if I have any more azalea bushes. I really would like to have some more azalea bushes, but I don't know if I do have any around here. But yeah, hopefully that makes it make more sense to you. Okay, let's dig this up. And then we'll come down this way. And I will put a little tree right here. Thank you. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. I actually am so excited about this. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. Okay, so I think the next thing I want to do, I kind of feel like I want to have a little bit of a, perhaps a little bit of a sidewalk going up this way. It kind of is in line with the old one as well, which is a good thing. But I think I kind of want to have a little bit of a sidewalk going up this way. And then we'll have the museum here. We could even, do you know what? We could even make like a way, way, way cooler. Like we could set the museum way further back off the road. We could have it have like a big plaza if we wanted to. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will set the museum like way further back off the road. So the museum's gonna end up being in this area. We have to get rid of all this stuff behind it. But if we set it further back off the road, we could have like a fountain in front of it. That could be kind of cute. Do I still have my T-Rex? This is the island where I had a T-Rex, right? Because that would be excellent. I believe I do have a T-Rex. Oh my god, I have a T-Rex. Oh, this is perfect! Okay, we do have a T-Rex. And we will be using the T-Rex for this. We will absolutely be putting this T-Rex on that plaza. That would be so cool. Oh, sorry, Jacqueline, the St. Jude in chat is a bot. The St. Jude account in chat is a bot. They use it as a bot. So I have the bot added. That's why they're modded and stuff, because it's a bot. So they can type, like, facts and stuff. Okay. Come around this way. I'm so pleased with this, I think. I'm actually really excited. This is gonna be super nice. Okay, that has to be a tree. Because it's on the other side of the... I don't have a good tree. Okay, I need to pick up a new one. I need to steal a tree from somewhere. Is that one good? Will that work? Yeah, but anyway, it's a bot. Sorry to confuse you. It's a bot. It would be cool if St. Jude was typing in my chat, but it's a bot. All right, and then we can dig up all of this and kind of destroy this little area here too. Oh, Amelia, that's amazing news. That is absolutely amazing news. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm glad that you like it here too. So many people have stories like that, that they tell me from like, hey, you know, my grandpa used to work at St. Jude, or like, hey, my grandma used to always donate to St. Jude every month. And so like it meant a lot to her, and it means a lot to me that you're doing this. It makes me really happy to hear stories like that of how much St. Jude means to people from like, you know, maybe someone they know was treated at St. Jude. Like there's just so many people have so many connections to St. Jude. It's really sweet. Okay. I have to destroy so much more stuff. And I've got a video with the CEO of Alsac. I had to interview him, believe it or not. I interviewed the CEO of Alsac, Rick Shadyak, for part of their Play Live thing. Okay. Let's destroy this. We're gonna have to move my house too. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet, but we're gonna have to move the house for sure. The way I'm just destroying so much of my hard work right now, I put so much effort into this, and I'm just fully and completely destroying it. I'm eating the peaches so I can dig up those trees. I'm digging them up so I can reuse them. It's a little bit easier that way. I could chop them down, but then you have to hit it 3 times. Like, hit it 3 times to chop and then dig up the stump. If I eat a peach, I can put the tree in my pocket, and then I can reuse it. And then it's nice because then I've got a fully grown tree that I can just plop into my road right now instead of having to wait for it to grow. See, like, isn't it nicer to have, that one's gonna grow into a full tree, but isn't it nicer to have, like, the full trees just there? So, No, Lil Simsie, I really am. I love this island, but I wasn't loving the work that I had done terraforming it recently, so I kind of wanted to redo it. The Pietro thing is a joke. The Pietro thing is a joke, but it is a funny thought that we're redoing the whole thing just because of Pietro. It's kind of a funny meme, even if it's not actually true, you know? Oh yeah, their name said Lil Simsie. I wasn't just talking to myself. Although, to an extent, the entire job that I have is talking to myself. At least you're actually here right now live. When I record my YouTube videos, I do a lot of talking to myself. That's pretty much all I do. And I'm good at it. I can entertain myself very well. And very easily. Yeah, peaches give you superhuman strength. Exactly. Charlotte, by the way, thank you for that $20 donation to St. Jude. Thank you so much. Oh, Victor, that means a lot to me. I'm serious. That really means a lot to me that you say that. So thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna dig up these. I don't think I need them here anymore. I don't think I need those anymore. We'll trash them. You know, Jacqueline, I'm really not. I mean, I guess when I'm comfortable around people I am, but I'm actually really quiet in real life. I think if you met me in real life, you might be surprised by that, because like, I don't know, I talk for a living, but I'm actually really quiet in real life. I'm not a super talkative, outspoken person. I'm very shy. So, I guess that part is a little bit surprising, you know, considering you are. All right, maybe not around you, Chibi, but in general. Bet you talk a lot to Dan, though. Oh, yeah. That's one thing. Around, like, my parents and Dan especially, once I get going, I just get going. Like, I always wake up before Dan, and I, like, a lot of times I'll be, like, reading Reddit posts and stuff, and then he'll wake up, or I'll wake him up, and I'll be like, Dan, I read 7 things I have to tell you about. And I just... Because I'll have been, like, there for, like, you know, a half an hour reading my little Reddit post, and then I'm like, Dan, I read 7 things you have to hear about. I also, I go on little tangents about, like, you know, for example, you go to a museum with me, I will get very overexcited, and I will tell you a lot of things. I will get extremely overexcited, and I will talk and talk and talk. Do you know what? I don't think I want this here. I just realized that maybe it would be better if we're gonna do a little plaza sort of thing. Maybe it would be better if we didn't put it like that, and we had the plaza kind of start a little bit further over. I don't know. How do I want to do this? Anyway, I have a history degree, so I gotta use it somehow. I'm not exactly using it when I play The Sims for a living, so. Come with the most bizarre things to rant at Matt about when it's late at night. Oh, seriously, I'm so easily set off by a Reddit post. I'm serious. I'm so easily set off by something on Reddit, and I will just... I'll talk about it like all day as well. I'll read something in the morning and I will talk about it all day. You know, what are you gonna do? Okay, maybe we should, let's think about the size of the museum as well. It's 7 by 4. Where do I want it to begin? I feel like, oh, wait. Concept. Do you think that this, oh, I've got an idea. Do you think that next to the museum and in between the Able Sisters and the museum might be a good spot for my little like azalea trail? Maybe, maybe. Maybe, maybe. Hang on, I'm talking about, I have to recolor one of them. These pergolas. Okay. You know, I think you're probably kidding, but Bestie, you're being a little bit dramatic. A lot of people use Reddit, and not all of Reddit is the cesspool you're thinking of it as being. I'm on, like, baking subreddits. Like, calm down. It's a very lovely place. Okay, anyway, I'm thinking about this. Do you think that this might be a cool spot for these little pergolas? No, there is room for it here, and you will put it there. The vision was to have, like, a row of them, all the same color. You get knitting ideas from Reddit? Yeah. See? I want a candle making subreddit. I don't even make candles. Okay, so picture they're the same color. I know they're not yet, but picture they're the same color, and we'd line up like 3 of them, and then you could walk that way in between the little paths. Vision, do you like the vision? Where is that thing? Here it is. I think that could be so cool. And then we'll have the museum next to it. I think that's a good way to like separate the museum and the Able Sisters too. Yeah, there is an Animal Crossing subreddit, and it's so good. I really like the Animal Crossing subreddit. It's fun to get, like, inspo from it. Okay, let's go to tomorrow quickly. This will be lovely. Come on. You like crappy Animal Crossing? Yeah, there's a lot of fun, like, game subreddits and stuff, too. There's good memes on them. It's nice. You can definitely curate your experience a little bit, which is kind of nice. So, I like it. There's a lot of little safe bubbles on there, so. Okay, next. If it would just load, that would be fantastic. And this will be good, too, because once it loads, we'll be able to, the Able Sisters will be there, so we can kind of decorate around the Able Sisters a little bit. The Disney World subreddit. I don't even think I knew there was a Disney World subreddit. That's kind of fun. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're in, like, the bad areas of Reddit, you've kind of chosen to be there. I guess there's some things that sort of, like, infiltrate into everything. I mean, like, you know, the, like, Am I the Butthole subreddit? For the most part, like, if you read any of those things, there's always going to be something nasty in the comments. So... But there are a lot of, like, safer spaces, so. It's kind of fun, though. That's one of the ones that sets me off and I yell at Dan about. I mean, I don't yell at Dan. I yell to Dan about things that I read on that subreddit, and I'm like, can you believe this? Can you believe this person did this? Or more often than not, I get really set off by the comments. I'm like, can you believe the comments are like this? Yeah. So... Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be so cute. I'm so excited about this. Turn on the island designer again. It looks better in the sun. Yes, there's one called Thrift Store Finds. I really like that subreddit. I'm on there too. That's a good one. I thoroughly enjoy that one for sure. Okay, I think I'm gonna put... All right, I have to pick these up. I might need to readjust the spacing of them as well a little bit, now that I think about it, because I really would like to have some flowers down this side, but I don't think I can put them on the same tile. Do I have any flowers anywhere? Oh, you know what I could put there as a filler, just for now? Let's see about putting some little fence. I have some hedge fences. This will be good. Okay. So we can have something like that in the background. Should you start watching Criminal Minds? I like Criminal Minds. I do get really anxious watching Criminal Minds, though. I have a real problem with TV because when I watch television, I'm dead serious. When I watch television, I like, how do I explain this? I like really take it on. Like, I'll be watching something on a show and I like really feel for the characters and I take it on a little bit too much to a point where it's a flaw. Cause I'll be watching like a Disney movie and like fully like shaking with anxiety over it. So Criminal Minds, sometimes she's not for me. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, what if I put that pergola over here instead? Because I feel like if it were over here instead, I do like it better, the thought of it being between the museum, but I'm kind of struggling to figure out what I'm gonna do to fill in some of these areas. I mean, I think I'm gonna put like, maybe I won't put the pergola over here. Maybe I will have it be like a patio and I'll put some like tables next to the Able Sisters. That could be kind of nice. I kind of like the vibes. All right, I might actually put a little bit of plants on the side here. And these three. Anyway, Criminal Minds stresses me out. That's the moral of the story. I get anxious watching Criminal Minds. It's dangerous for me. Okay, this is like a nice little space. It's a little bit wider now, which is good because we have some more room for like placing some furnishings. And that path might have to go all the way up. We'll see. Okay, can I place my little pergola things here? No. This is the thing. I can't scoot it over, but then I can't have anything next to the shops. So what's my priority? This is what I'm unsure of. Is it okay if there can't be anything like right here? We can do some little flowers there, maybe? Or does it need to be... Because I like it being on the corners, you know? But... I have to make it the same color again. Don't worry, I know it's not the same color, but... And then, what? Do I have, like... Oh, maybe we could... Oh, fail. This is more the right size. Oh, yeah, we could put a custom design sort of thing. You'd put it one tile back? Oh, I was going to put it one tile forward. Again, they'll be the same color. And then we can have like trees in front. We have a little bit more space in front of the Able Sisters here. Maybe I should put it back a little bit instead. Oh my god, I'm gonna be here forever. Because then if I put it back, I could still have a little bit more things around the Able Sisters. Is that where I had it before, though? Isn't that where I just had it? That might be where I just had it, to be honest with you. Okay. Well, we'd put, like... Looks less crowded, you think? Yeah, I agree. It's a little bit better this way. And then it kind of stands out more from the other trees as well. What do you mean there's no room? Oh, this is unbearable. Scoot back. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to plant a flower there, which is upsetting to say the least. This is the thing. I don't like the open sides, I think. I don't like how there's gonna be just like green space with nothing in it there. I think that bothers me. But I guess there's gonna be a tree. Hang on. Can I dig this up without eating something? I can. If there's gonna be a tree here, it'll actually cover it more than we think. So it might even be okay. And then there would be little flowers right here. We'll just put some for like a temporary filler quickly. Or we could even put like the hedge like we talked about. I don't know. Or we could scoot the stupid thing back a tiny bit. I just want it to be on the... I love it being on the corners of the fences, but it doesn't have to be. Like if I scooted it back a tiny bit, my life would be better. I just liked it on the corners, but if I did it like this, then I could at least have it all the way in the front. Like that. Which maybe is better. You know what? I think that's fine. I was just being dramatic about the corners. This is okay. I was being really dramatic, and it was ridiculous. This looks better. Okay, so then we'll have like a whole little line of those. And then, honestly, I may even like put a little bit more hedge. That's the wrong thing. I'm just trying to think about how we're gonna do this, because keeping in mind the museum little garden space is going to start. So, what if we had like hedge that went all the way down, kind of next to the pergolas? And then the museum can be up here. I need to pick up some more hedges. Oh my god, fail. But the hedges would come down and around. Kind of like this. Oops. So there would be like a little line of green on either side of the pergolas, which might be nice. You know? Again, we've changed the color of this one. But we'll get there eventually. Okay. Yeah, Christine, I'm having dinner with my parents at my parents' house tonight. That's part of why I streamed in the morning this morning, because I'm going to see my parents today for Mother's Day. Just hanging out at home, though. I'll probably end up, like, watching a movie or something. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. It won't be too much longer of a stream. I just wanna lay out like the area for the museum. And then I'll feel better about my process. I just wanna get like the museum sort of laid out. And then I'll feel like I've got everything together, you know? I think that's actually super cool. And then keeping in mind, there's gonna be like a really big sort of plaza area here for the museum. And it's gonna have like a dinosaur in it, like a whole bunch of stuff like that, you know? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I actually can't wait. Yeah, Mother's Day is different in a few different countries. Today is Mother's Day here, at least, though. I've got the vision. I feel really good about this now. Larry, I just find it's easier to do it like this. It's just a personal preference. I personally feel as though it's a little bit easier to do it this way. So with like placing the path tool. So that's why I'm doing it like this. Okay, annoyingly, my house is right in the way. So we will have to move it so that we can fix everything. Hey, oh, I didn't read these. I missed them. Oh my God, Jules, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the $10 to St. Jude. Congratulations on graduating with your master's degree. Non-binary babe with the $20 to St. Jude, and Emily with the $5. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I read them in my head, but I just realized I didn't say them out loud. I do that all the time with things. Even with like saying hi to people in chat. Like I'll see my friends come to the stream, and in my head I'm like, oh, Christine's here. But I don't say it out loud, and then I realize, oh, I never acknowledged Christine. But I did in my head. I did in my head, I promise. My house is the museum? Yeah, maybe. That's certainly something. Okay. Fill in some of this a little bit. This happens so much I'm used to it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, this being filled in a little bit more is good. Honestly, we could keep like the kind of garden vibe behind the museum. That's kind of a cool idea. All right. Let's figure out spacing. Let me look up, because I'm kind of trying to decide. Basically, I want to decide how much ground I want to be around it. Like I'm kind of trying to figure out how wide this area should be. So the museum itself is 7 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the museum itself is that wide. Then, keeping in mind, we're going to have, like... Wait, this is the center of it, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So then down here, way down here, there needs to be a crosswalk. If we just place, like, the crosswalk pieces, I'll be able to know where to put it eventually. But down here, there's going to be a crosswalk, like, directly in front of the museum. And then I guess 2 tiles over from each of these, there could be some bushes. Kind of like we've been doing. I'm really unsure of this whole thing. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna figure it out. And then we'll put like... Honestly, my house is really ruining the vibes right now. I won't lie to you. The house is very much in the way. The house is very much in the way. But we can put the dinosaur probably like... We could center it on some of these tiles here. I think that would be good. And we can get some little museum signs. We'll get like a whole bunch of stuff. All the good stuff over here. Okay. Hey, by the way, Jaybird, thank you so much for that $10 donation to St. Jude. Thank you so much. Creepsquad, this is from Colin Crossing on Instagram. So if you just look up that Instagram account, it's like the most recent post on their Instagram. It's Colin.crossing, right? I believe so. Okay. Do you know what? I'm considering something. I think I might actually do a little bit of tree lining. I feel like this could be kind of cool. So then here is where the plants would start, which checks out with exactly where I put everything. But we could line it with trees on either side. I just don't know if it's wide enough yet. I might need to scoot it over one, but that could be cool. I love all of the like, oh, I've been meaning to put dirt paths underneath the trees and I haven't been doing that. That's my bad. I want it to look like there's something underneath them. Okay, that's definitely not wide enough. Well, let's just place the dinosaur down in a sec and then we'll figure it out from there. I think that'll be good. Okay, I don't have enough trees. Boo. Boo. Okay, but that could be so nice. And then we'll have the dinosaur, like, over here. Again, house, super in the way. Super in the way. But that's fine. Everything's fine. If we just keep telling ourselves that, we'll believe it. Yeah, I can steal trees from an island, but we've got loads of trees around the neighborhood still that I haven't placed, so I'm not that worried about it. All right. T-Rex torso. I might scoot that over like 3 tiles. And then T-Rex skull. That is the wrong side. T-Rex skull right here. That's the legs. Oh my god. T-Rex tail. Okay, this is fine. Is the T-Rex gonna fit? Oh yeah, we'll move everything around, Fallon. We have, I mean, there's no such thing as it fitting yet because we've not decided where everything goes. So, as of right now, anything fits. Literally anything fits right now. I'm gonna scoot this way over. I'm just gonna put this over. I think I would like for this to be centered on one tile. I believe that's where I want it to be. And then there's enough space to run up on either side of this. Okay, we have to put some more things down. Jade, thank you for the $5 to St. Jude. Thank you so much for that donation. I really appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Okay, my house is super in the way now. Like, so in the way. It's fine. Everything's fine. We are all good. This is gonna be so nice, though. I feel like once it all lays out properly, it's gonna be so nice. And we have to move the, like I said, we have to move the crosswalk, but that's okay. That is okay. Anna, thank you for the $5 to St. Jude as well. Okay, so that one is gonna be a tree. And then up to that one will be a tree. And then there's a house in the way, so we can't go up. Oh, shoot, never mind. I didn't put the head back. Fail. No, not yet. It won't be a tree yet. Hang on, I gotta get the head back. I'm really failing right now. Okay. T-Rex will be perfectly centered with the museum. We're gonna get it. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Okay. So now that will be a tree. Up to that one will be a tree as well. Okay. That's good. This is good. Brenna, thanks for the $5 to St. Jude as well. You just joined. What'd you miss? Oh, we've been decorating the island a bunch today. We've been really working on this. Okay, so these are in the wrong spot. We want the crosswalk, for whatever reason, to be directly in front of the dinosaur. I want you to walk up and walk straight into a dinosaur. That is my goal. I might even scoot it. I don't know how high up I want it to be, but this is pretty nice, I feel like. Okay, let's go move the house. I think if we get the house out of the way, it'll be way easier to figure this out. Small town, I was just using MC Command Center to do it. You can extend your household with MC Command Center. MC Command Center is a safe mod to download, don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, I will post this stream on YouTube. Oh, the day I will post this stream on YouTube. Monday the 16th. This stream's gonna be posted on YouTube. Don't worry, you can always watch it back on Twitch though. Even before I put it on YouTube. I have a backlog of a bunch of stuff though. Okay, let's move the museum. Let's do it. Wait, not the museum. No, I changed my mind. No, I meant to move my house. This is a flop. Yeah, Annie, I'm gonna scoot it up, I think. I just want to place the museum first so I can figure out how far it's gonna be. I messed up. This is not going well. Also, we're getting really close to $103,000 for St. Jude. We are getting really close to $103,000 for St. Jude. Look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna get off stream here in a second, don't worry. Prevail, thank you for the $50. Thank you so much. I want layout changes. I don't want to move the museum. I want to move my house. Ugh. Let's talk infrastructure. I want layout changes. Nope, I have to talk my house. Oh my god, I'm really failing right now. I'm serious, this is a disaster. About my home. About my home. I want to relocate. I'm ready to move, okay. At least this way I don't have to talk to anyone else. It's a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier, luckily. You know, I might stick myself on the beach for now. Just because then I won't risk putting it in the way of something. I may just stick myself on the beach, even like down here. I might just stick myself on the beach down here. To avoid the risk of having to move it again. We can have a little beach house for now. This is the spot. This will be good. We've raised $102,927.69 for St. Jude, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there. That is so cool. Okay, let's go to tomorrow again. And then we can fix the museum layout. And then I swear I'll leave. And then I swear I will leave. Okay. This is not the Florida Island. No, Sleepy, this is my like main Switch, the one that I've been playing on since the game first came out. I'm kind of redoing it a little bit here. It's going pretty well, I think. On to the 12th. Okay, I've went 4 days ahead. Hey, did somebody say Dollar Train with the $1 to St. Jude? We could totally Dollar Train to 103. We could totally Dollar Train to 103. Also, hi, Shella. How are you doing? I'm redoing everything again. I'm feeling pretty inspired at the moment. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I'd feel more inspired if it would load. Why is it taking so long? There we go. Finally! Finally! Oh my goodness. How's your day been, Shella? You doing okay? You doing all right? I'm doing good because I get to play Animal Crossing. All right. Frog, Dollar Train, Michelle, Brina. Thank you for those donations to St. Jude too. Ooh, Flick is here. Macy with the $1. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate that. Oh, the different colored fish in chat are sub badges, so that shows how long people have been a sub of the Twitch channel. I'm on the beach. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cute when it's done. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, let's talk this out some more. Because now the house is out of the way. Choo-choo, Jaybird, for Chaos. Brayden, thank you for those donations to St. Jude as well. Yeah, Marley, we're at 100K. Isn't that amazing? Roxanne, Ayla, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Seriously, you were very kind. This is very cool. Couple anonymous donors as well. What is the objective of this game? Well, so in Animal Crossing, the goal is kind of just to vibe on your island. You can decorate, you can befriend the villagers. I feel like the main goal, probably most people would say, is the decorating though. I think that's probably what you'll find most people referring to as like the main goal. It's quite fun. I'm a little bit biased, but it's quite fun. Or the collections. Yeah, also there's like collections you have to complete. That's part of it. There's loads you can do. The goal is to improve your mental health. Yeah. It's a very chill game. It's a really nice, chill, relaxing, good, cozy game. The shell causes you pain. I'm sorry. Thanks for the $1 to St. Jude, though. Thank you so much. Yeah, the fun part of this is that you can kind of just do whatever you want, which is very cozy. You know, it's just a good time. It's just a good time. Kate with the $10 to St. Jude. Thank you so much. Shelby with the $2 to St. Jude. Oh my goodness, we're getting up there. We are getting up there. Okay, we definitely need to readjust the center of this. I definitely need to move this now. Okay. Place the little things for the trees down. We'll have to destroy that thing. Maria, $2 train for my in-laws who both survived cancer, and beef. Thank you for those donations to St. Jude as well. Okay, so this is gonna be the center of the museum. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is what we need it to look like. That will be good. And then ideally, I guess, in an ideal world, where it's actually gonna be placed is back 1. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. It's actually gonna be placed back 1 like this so that I can have a little bit of an entrance to it. Seems like a slow-paced game. That's the whole point of it, yeah. That's kind of the whole vibe. I mean, it might not be for you, but it's definitely something that I am very into, so. It might not be like your speed, but it's really fun for a lot of us, so. Okay, let's put this up a little bit so it's centered with the, trees. That's good. Okay. We are so close. You made me want to be a better person with a $25 to St. Jude as well. Thank you so much. All right, are these gonna get destroyed when I place my museum? I hope not. I hope not. Okay. I can show you the map, yeah, Tiny, but keep in mind that I'm sort of redoing everything right now, so the map is useless. The map is not going to be the same. The map is useless and not remotely the plan. So, we kind of have a lot that we're changing at the minute. So, I want layout changes, please. I would like to move the museum. This is my dream. The map is getting called useless. I'm posting the Sims, like a Sims video on YouTube, Sophie, yeah, but I'm not going to stream again later. I'm only going to stream once today. The reason I'm streaming in the morning is because I'm hanging out with my mom tonight for Mother's Day, so I can't stream later. We're doing it now. Wild West, I've been playing Animal Crossing since New Horizons came out. I didn't play the old games, but I played this one. Anonymous, thanks for the $1. I leave your stream VODs on for my cat when I leave for work, so he has someone to listen to. Oh, your cat's a big Sims fan. Your cat is a huge Sims fan, it seems. That's pretty cool. Do you know what? I might actually wrap the what's it called? Fence around a little bit on this side, just to have it look a little bit better. I know I'm getting distracted. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But I might actually do it like this, just for a little bit more like pizzazz, you know? I think that's better. Flick, I'm literally trying to place a fence right there. Okay. Allie, thanks for the $20 to St. Jude. And Luca with the $15 to St. Jude as well. Thank you both so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. 103K. Considering how like chill this stream has been, the fact that we raised $3,000 is actually really impressive. Let's not forget that, right? Like we've just been hanging out today. Super chill stream, super calm. We just like $3,000 for St. Jude. I mean, come on, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Joni with the $25. My baby and I are here again with the $5. Thank you so much. All right, cool. We got those placed now. So that'll be good. And we'll put some like flowers on either side of it, probably some posters and stuff. We'll figure out like the exact vibes for the sides of this museum soon. But I personally am very much enjoying this. I feel like this layout makes a lot of sense too. All right, maybe the last thing I'll do before I get off stream is just crush this really fast and then we'll call it. I'm feeling better because I feel like I have a vision for what I want this place to look like. Which is what we needed. I feel like we really desperately needed like more of a vision for this. And now that we have one, I'm feeling really good about it, you know? So now that we have like the layout, it should all kind of come together. Bionic, Kai, thank you for those donations to St. Jude as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, the Townie tournament? Good question. How is the Townie tournament doing? Where's my poll? Why isn't it working? Okay, well, it works on here. Vladdy Daddy's still in the lead. Bella Goth about $1,000 behind. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. I'm Team Vlad, so I'm very pleased by this news. I am wholeheartedly Team Vlad, so. Okay, anyway, thank you all again so much for hanging out today. This has been a lot of fun. I'm super excited to do some more decorating in the coming few weeks and stuff as we like work to get this all finished. I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm seriously like so excited. It's gonna be great. So again, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go see who all is live really quickly. I gotta stop. I have a problem with Animal Crossing. I literally can't stop myself from playing. I need to go eat lunch. Oh my goodness, what's Kayla doing live? Let's go say hi to Kayla. She's playing her Cursed Not So Berry right now. Let's go say hi to her. Oh, the map, that's right. Sorry. It's so useless to you because it's all gonna change. I'm literally gonna redo everything. But this is the map. Let's go read my friend Candidly Kayla. She is one of my very dear bestest friends. And she's playing The Sims right now. So let's go say hi. Tesora, thanks for the $20 to St. Jude, by the way. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Mother's Day to those of you who celebrate and who, you know, our mothers have mothers, you know, stuff like that. Our pet moms, you know, all of that. And I'll catch you all tomorrow, okay? Have a wonderful day. I love you. I miss you already. And I'll see you later. All right. Goodbye. And stop streaming.